Howdy, howdy, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Peanut Gallery. I am JadexFang, your host, as always, and this time we have a fun new batch of hosts. Hosts, can you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Cartoon Nickname. I'm the writer of Joy to the World, and you can probably find me the most on Twitter.
Hey there, my name is Jack Ryder, or Cartoonist Jack, I guess, on the Discord list. I have written, illustrated, and self-published the graphic novel series Skull Force Agents. You can find me on the same name on Instagram and Twitter and Blue Sky, Skull Force Agents. Look forward to seeing you there.
Hey, and I'm the Nerdy Beaver. I'm a game developer. I hope to have online presence to show my stuff eventually, but until then, just don't hold your breath. Back to you, Jade.
Alrighty then. So, as you all know, this whole podcast thing started with the webtoon contest, but the contest is over and we are still here. So we are still going to talk about webcomics, contest entries or not. And as you can see behind us, we have a bunch of options for us to look at and, with our eye holes and judge them in our own judgy way. And, we each picked one of them. Let's start with the cartoonist, which one is
I
cartoon
know it's a little
nickname?
confusing. There's
Yeah,
two different cartoons.
we'll call one nickname and one
Sorry.
Jack.
Yeah, just call
Okay,
me
fair
Nick.
enough.
So, nickname, what comic did you pick for us to read today?
Uh, well, I had a couple ideas. One of them was my own, but in case that
Well, you can always
wasn't
pick
good,
your
one of
own.
the
It's not like this is
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
I'm
your
gonna
I'll
only
be
place
picking my
here.
own.
yeah, is that all right? If that's all right, I'll do that then, because I'd love to
Yeah.
just
I don't know. Is yours on the
go by
list?
ego. Yes, it's on the
Then
list. It's Joy to
technically
the
by
World.
the rules, you can't pick your own.
Yeah, fair enough. All right then.
All right. So what was the name that
Go
you
for it.
said? Joy to the World.
Joy to the World. Yeah.
All right.
Joy to the world. It's a web comic.
Yeah. Normally, I would
The
like
world.
ask the person like the reason behind why they chose that webcomic, but for this one, I guess it would be that it is yours and this is your platform. This is your
Yeah,
chance
why
to
did you
shine.
choose your own web comic?
Because I have a massive ego.
Wait, there's an action one,
It's
there's
the
a
first
fantasy
one.
one. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I think it's
was weird. You had to upload a second one just for the whole thing with the contest.
yeah, I ran into the same thing. I totally know what you're talking about. Now there's like a duplicate version, and it's like, okay,
Yeah,
I got my
and like
contest version and my OG version.
yeah,
Alrighty then.
All right.
So, joy to the world. Well, nickname, as per podcast rules, the person who chooses it will have to read the synopsis and be the main character in the story.
oh
So take
boy,
it
yeah.
away, reading your synopsis that you wrote.
All right. After being transported to a land full of death and decay, Max, a young man whose bits get old fast, sets out to make everyone in the world laugh, even if most of that world wants to kill him. Written by me and art done by Black Bam Studio.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, let us begin on Joy to the World. And this is a kind of a big comic. We'll be reading the in your first chapters broken up. We'll be just read like the first four and then give our thoughts about it.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
fine.
So, famine. When it comes to ways to kill each other. Stabby, stabby, stabby.
Yep.
Humanity truly knows no bounds. Red light. Perhaps that is why he appeared. A demon sent from hell itself, sent to purge the world of life, so that our endless torment may finally end. Jeez, demon's very emo. The Red Death. Boom.
Boom.
He appeared like a hurricane.
Roar.
My God, the waist on this thing. Look at this.
I like the little suspenders, or that's his backpack? Sorry, never mind.
You know, this guy, it shows that he does not do leg day at all.
He's a giant. He doesn't have to.
He actually only does biceps like a chest day because his arms are also little noodles. Like just chest exercises.
The only day that matters is chest day.
Like he does like like the Old Spice thing where like only his chest flex. Power! It's boom 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 boom. Atop his mountain fortress.
Oh wow, yeah, he really only does chest day.
I told you he only does chest day.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh
only
wow, yeah. Like now that we're zoomed out, I could definitely see that.
only chest and back. He could destroy entire armies with a flick of his wrist. That's debatable. Not with those noodle wrists.
Well, I mean, they're still
Talking
bigger
about
than the
that
trees.
guy.
I mean, an entire army, maybe like a platoon. Come on, let's be real. Raising hands. He's doing the spirit bomb, except backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Wah 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 wah. Bzz.
Boom.
He firing his laser.
This is awesome artwork, by the way. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
Yeah, no,
beautiful.
that team is great and amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a team doing this? I'm jealous.
Yeah, no. Hey.
You have money for a team?
You have
Who said I had
money?
money?
So you have money for a team? You have money?
At all?
Rah. Man, this guy is horny as fuck. Look at that.
He's a very horny character.
No one could stop him from gooning. No one can stop me.
Oh, this is great.
And this is,
No, this is real. I know we're clowning around, but this is really great stuff.
yeah, in all fun, but this is actually some really good artwork.
Yeah.
And those horns just look a little bit funny though. They look like rabbit ears.
Can you
If it
imagine him
dance
just
for-
trying to? Can you imagine like him just like trying to like walk through a door? It's like he has to like put his head down.
No, I would imagine that he has already like gotten used to it. So he's like, oh, door coming up. He like ducks. Just quick duck.
Or just like, can you imagine him like trying to go through like a revolving door?
Oh my god. What if he's like he thought he got over it, but then like the revolving door snags the horn and just gets stuck there. It's like, ah, this again.
I feel like he just uses laser at that point. It's like, you know what? I'm destroying this door. Screw this door.
He probably would. He probably
Yeah.
would.
It's like another one. Even the once legendary captain, champion, the one who defeated the Demon King and saved the world once already. Schlunk.
Oh, ouchers.
Hey, where did he get the spear from? Was he holding
Was
a
that even
spear?
his
I didn't see him
Yeah,
hold
he
the
was holding
spear.
a spiel like earlier,
We
I
just
think.
oh yeah, he was. Never
There he
mind.
is.
Yeah, never mind. He was holding a spear. It just looked like a little tiny stick, so it was discreet. Was slain with ease. Ages passed. With his victory, the Red Death brought a new age of darkness to the land.
And apparently an apple.
For reasons no one knows. No, that's his calling card. He's like the Joker.
It
Except
is his apple.
he leaves an apple there.
Joker leaves a card. Tuxedo Mask leaves a rose. He just leaves an apple.
He left us. He left us alone within this dying world
With nothing but an apple.
with nothing but an apple. It's like I left you an apple, but I took your teeth away. Good luck eating that bitch. Maybe he wanted survivors to slowly rebuild, or maybe. Ah!
Ooh. Ooh.
He wanted to watch us slowly kill each other.
Yeah, no, this one's brutal.
Wait.
This whole prologue chapter
Wait
is
a minute.
brutal.
This makes no sense.
Fatality.
No, he stabbed him through the body
Through
with
the
the
body,
apple.
got the apple. No, he
But
went
then-
through his body, got his sword on the apple, and they pulled it out.
Yeah, how did he pull the apple through the stab wound?
Because rule of cool.
Rule of cool.
Because rule of cool.
Rule of cool.
Rule of cool. That's one of my mottos. Like if it's an awesome, brutal idea, you keep it in. Who cares about logic?
Because rule of cool. I love that. I want that like on a shirt.
It's like it's the shirt image is that Jesus that's pointing at you, like with smiling, and he has like like those
Bloody
pixelated
Jesus.
sunglasses.
Rule of cool.
What little food was left in the lands was hardened. Wait, what? How did the food harden?
Hardened?
It usually spoils.
Hoarded.
What?
It's meant to be
Oh,
hoarded, but
hoarded.
I've gotten
Hoarded.
complaints about the font before.
Yeah,
Like
Hoarded.
I think
Okay.
I thought it
I want
was.
to try and make this into a physical book, and one of my things to change is probably just this whole cursive font.
Yeah,
Because people keep saying to me like it's super hard to read.
Yeah, cursive in general is hard to read.
Also,
Oh,
Horn
yeah,
is spelled with an A.
And I
Is it
thought
a-
I thought I already told you that I can't read.
I mean, I
I'm a
get why you
writer.
chose
I don't know how to spell.
It's okay. I get why you chose a cursive font. I mean, you're
Yeah.
going through it for the whole fantasy look. Like
Yeah,
that
no.
totally makes sense to me. It's just maybe there's a better cursive font to use that's a little more
Yeah.
legible. Definitely check out Blambot is where I go for all of my typography stuff. I'm sure there's an option on there that looks very old-timey and fantasy-like, but is easier to read.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, no. I'll definitely look into it if I ever when I
Yeah.
try and do things like that.
When you got time.
Yeah,
When you got time.
continuing on. Since of the biggest palace cities to keep their royals fed. And this thing just keeps going. Most who remarried who remained outside didn't last
Ooh.
long. Oof.
Ooh, no, they did not.
I love how the one skull's like bashed his head into the thing.
Yeah, somebody just died. Let me.
He's
Just
knocking.
got enough.
He was doing that meme like, "Let me in, let me in."
That's pretty much what it was.
Closed?
See, the forest became rotten. Monsters and creatures of a forest took horde took over the lands. And the snake, a few who could survive. Wow. Swash.
That's a really good panel. Of the snake opening his mouth there. Like, that's incredible.
Again, I feel like this comic is just elevated 50 times because of the team's art.
Yeah. Swing, poof. You just cutting, boom. Were as deadly as the monster they killed. The world had become one that was devoid of hope, devoid of dreams, devoid of joy. Alright, let's keep going. This was a very long prologue.
Yeah, I'll say right now, that whole prologue came about because I was ripping off every FromSoft intro where they do like the lore building.
Yeah, I
I
have
fucked
thoughts
up
and
the name.
opinions about the prologue, but I'll tell them at the end of it.
Oh boy.
All right, lighting. I think this is this the MC?
No, this is God.
It's like Mike. Hello. I appear before you. You know what? Jack, since you were in radio before, I'll let you be God.
Sure, okay.
Because
You want to
you're
spill the
already
top?
used to being a voice, uh, a shapeless voice. So,
Sure, why not? So,
all
I
right,
appear before yeah.
go ahead.
Hello. I appear before you at the end of your life to grant you a second chance.
Oh my God, it's the going back in time isekais.
Yeah. I have but one request of you. Being from another planet.
Invest in Bitcoin. You won't regret it.
Invest in Bitcoin now. Please. Save this dying world through Bitcoin.
Do it
There you
before
go.
it's too late and the market gets saturated.
Like and subscribe. Like and
Like and
subscribe.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe now and hit the bell, please. It really helps the advertisers.
Yeah. Some days later. Wow, very empty town, ominous.
Yeah. Looks like Termia and Zelda, like with the town center.
And then people coming in. People just
Yep.
spawned in. Oh, they were it. Oh, I get it. We were out of render distance. That makes more sense.
Yeah, no, they weren't drawn in.
Don't worry, when we
Realized
get to mine, we'll rag on the art way more. Trust me. Your art looks way better than mine. Trust me.
It's not my art. I keep having to say this, but it's really not my art. My art's not at this level yet.
Well, your team's art is incredible. I'm
They
just
are incredible.
I
Black
have to. I feel
Bams.
like I have to keep saying that since we keep ragging on it. Like it
Well, I
really is
mean,
good art.
it's like every time someone compliments this, it's always like, your art is beautiful, and I always have to be like, it's not me. I wish it was. But the team that do it is amazing, and they deserve all the credit for the art.
All right.
But,
Is this the MC already
this
here?
is him.
All right, go
Yeah,
ahead.
this
Take
is
it
him
away.
singing, and I hate singing.
Take
Come
away.
on. Come on. I could see his come on. Come on.
Come all, do the locomotion with me. No, I'm sorry.
Listen to my tune. Listen, you all, to the tunes made for you. Ah, young love, my friend. Your maiden is quite pretty and fair. Let's just hope they don't catch you ogling the one over there.
The gaslighting.
Oh,
He is the Chaos Gremlin.
Like I bring chaos to all. Yeah, what a nice kid. Is that money that she's holding?
I, Jeez, I always thought it was a baby. I think it's just bread. I'd say
You
it's
thought it
just
was a
bread.
baby in the bag? Man, you're
I don't
darker
know,
than I
man. I don't
am.
look hard. I just look at it once and say, yeah, no, it's good.
I see woman holding thing like that. I think baby. I didn't. My brain didn't
That
take
is
the
the
time to
baby carrot.
register. that it was not a baby.
Whiz.
Now it looks like the whiz is coming out of his ear. Is that just me?
I can kind of see it. It's not
Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
It's like he had like a big thing of earwax just like whiz out of his ear. He
Ba-bum.
was just that flattered.
Ba-bum, ba-bum, whiz.
Morning, old timer. Bet you've had a life and a half. I just hope miners don't meet the end of that staff.
Wheeze. Bam, bam, bam. Wee. Crash. Oh no, it's Attack on Titan. Oh my god, it really is Attack on Titan.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, we're about to have an Attack on Titan, run! Smash.
This whole series came out over my anger towards Attack on Titan. This is like my antithesis towards that series.
What made you angry about it?
Just the way the ending was going, and I always kind of had like a rough spot with it. Like just the motivations and like the thoughts of specifically the Eren Yeager. I was just like, I'm so angry at you, I'm going to create a character that is literally your worst nightmare.
It's like, I
And
had
that is
dark
the-
thoughts and ample amount of money. You will rule the day.
No, I had stupid thoughts, and you'll see what it is in a bit.
Alright, so, Beaver. Give us our child voice here.
Mommy.
It's okay. Shh. It's okay. You'll be fine.
Scared, are you? Gorsh!
Uh-huh.
Animal
Are you trying to
calls,
do
may
Goofy's
call.
voice?
Yeah, no, I was just all of a sudden, you know, Goofy would fit.
Or just here doing my fantasy thing. Okay.
Animal calls may cause some to fall. But at the end of it all, those walls will stand tall. That's supposed to say walls. I never noticed that. I should really proofread more often.
That's okay.
I already
That-
told you people, artists can't read.
that,
Neither can writers.
Yeah, writers
That-
can't. Yeah, writers can't write. That's different.
that panel of like the child in like slack-jawed disbelief is so hilarious to me because my first thought is like, oh, that's kind of cringe, bro.
Now come on, little one. Don't be so sad. I'd rather see a smile than a fallen girl's frown. I can't remember.
I love the face.
The most
It's
forced
given-
smile. It's like that smile that like that the mom goes, smile for the camera. You need a beautiful picture for picture day, and the kid's just like, ah.
When the
I
bard
was thinking
rolls,
like it's the smile of like kids that are on like a kids show that you can tell like their parents made them be there and they have to smile. They're just like the director's telling them, look happy.
I see it as like when the bard rolls a natural 20 and the DM has to like agree with the bard is saying, but he
That
doesn't
is
agree on
100% what is currently happening.
that
Man, look at this hand. It's just one big
Yeah.
hand. You know, if this is the
think in
same
the
Titan
script, I
from
just-
last time, he could just like put
think
his
it is
leg. He could easily put his leg over it, just like not even like destroy the wall, just like go over it.
I think like a cut panel that I cut in the when we were making it, like it is literally just a hand spawning out of the ground or something. Like it's literally just a hand.
It's just a hand.
Like there's nothing there.
Let's see, how's the hand roaring then?
Don't ask questions. Rule of cool.
The roar is coming from underground, I would think, right? Like they're probably hearing it from underground. At least
And
I would
don't
think
know.
so.
person jumping. Ooh, it's Sephiroth with the scythe.
Sephiroth do this.
A bard, it's T-posing towards the hand. And slice. No, sling.
Sling.
It wasn't a
Not
slice, it
slice,
was a
sling.
sling.
A
I,
bloody sling.
I stand corrected. The hand is growling. Grrr. Grrr.
It's doing like the puppet hand thing, like South Park. What's his face? The hand puppet, Carmen's hand puppet.
Thump.
Mitch Connor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Mitch
yeah,
Connor.
Mitch Connor.
It's just doing the Mitch Connor thing.
Open.
Yeah, imagine a city being attacked by like a giant Mitch Connor.
Then the beast is slain! Yay!
Yay!
Ooh, big boobas.
Oh, those are some big boobas.
Hell
Are
damn.
those supposed to be
favorite-
boobas?
Yes. My
Okay.
favorite anime is Fairy Tail. I am doomed.
Wait, is she? Oh, she's walking. I thought one leg was bigger than the other one.
No, she's just walking towards
Just
the
walking.
camera.
Yeah.
She's
I mean, I
walking
read it
here.
as walking
Yeah,
towards the
the
camera.
perspective here could have been done a little bit better, like with the shading. I guess that. Anyway, opinions for later. I'm not saying that now, or we'll be here forever. Hooray! Thank you, ma'am. We're so grateful that you've saved us from a horrible beast.
Make sure to buy Bitcoin.
Remember, you're here to buy the Bitcoin. Don't forget that. The market will be saturated soon. And then you can't buy it anymore. All right. All right. Wait, who hasn't had a voice yet? Let's see. Uh, Jack, how about you
I
be? You be the woman, the woman.
Okay, I'll do my best badass woman voice. Listen here, old crone. I'm here only for some food. Then I'm leaving. Wow, she's friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I give it a week until another beast comes by and brings this whole place to the ground.
But that was just a hand.
Not that you'll be around to see it.
Oh, my heart.
I just wanted to talk.
What a bitch!
My blood pressure is rising.
Well,
Ba-bum,
you
ba-bum,
certainly know
ba-bum.
how to talk to women.
Turning around.
Turn
and
around.
slashing.
Wait a minute.
I know. We noticed it way
Swing.
after. We don't ask questions.
Rule of cool. Rule of cool.
Rule of cool.
Just rule of cool.
You know, I would actually just imagine that she'd swung it, like went over his head and then came back around just so she could be in the right
always
position.
been like my head canon. Your skills with men, on the other hand, need work.
Hmm.
And then this is just a thank you from me.
All right, so this is
Yeah.
a thank you. I'll let you TLDR it for us then.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go,
Literally,
people.
the next chapter was also just a thank you. So
All right, we'll have one more, and then we'll give our opinions on this,
Sure.
yeah, no.
just so we can get a better grip on what this story is about. A little while later, goods.
That's a goods shop.
You gotta love the good shop. It's where you get all your goods.
It's better than the bads shop.
It's better than the bad shop. You don't want to
It's
go
like that
there.
Family Guy joke. There's the general store, and then there's the specific store.
Specific store.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm the lady.
Buying stuff, walking stuff.
And she's really buffed out. She's awesome.
Yes.
She is
It's
very
like it's
buff.
that meme, the writer's barely disguised fetish. That's what it is.
It you know what opinions for later.
I feel like she should just go up to the giant in the first chapter, just, bro, do you even lift?
Oh no, maybe they'll team up. She'll use her arms and he'll have his pecs. It'll be the
She'll like
perfect combo.
she'll lift the giant like over her head and just throw him at the city.
I
All
wonder
right.
if she could do that. I never really
She
thought
probably
about that.
could.
It's like yoink.
Hey! What the hell are you all doing?
The hell
Hey,
are you?
guys gotta eat.
He took a food.
Consider it compensation for nearly slicing my head off.
Swing. Your compensation was it nearly being your compensation was it nearly and not actually. Yep. That bread was supposed to fill me for a week.
Yeah, girl's got to maintain her figure.
Yeah.
Just finished it. Honestly, not the kind of bread to make last. Hydration's all wrong. Gotta get that balance right so you don't develop the gluten and all that. Or whatever the hell it is.
If you think you can just mess with me like this, I won't stop mid-swing next time.
Considering she did stop mid swing, she stopped, went around, and then came back. It's like, oop, wrong position. Wait, just give me a second. Give me a sec. There we go. Wait, what the?
Like, I don't know how else to make my voice sound any more like girly, unless I do like Mickey Mouse voice.
No, you're doing great. Don't worry about it. Wait, did he take off his shirt?
The idea was that part of his shirt literally popped off like a clip-on tie or something.
Oh, I see.
This was probably one of the jokes that was harder to communicate.
Oh. Okay.
If it was a piece missing there, then I think it would have projected it more. We'll talk about it later.
Hey, asshole! You owe me a new loaf of bread!
Can't help you there. I'm broke as hell.
Sell those damn noisemakers of yours then.
Not for sale.
Hey, what the? Huh.
Mage.
I turned my musical instrument into a big stick.
He's aura farming so early, I can't believe I allowed it.
A mage? Then ask one of those townspeople if they need help. I'm sure someone with your talents could handle a monster hunting job outside the walls.
You know I won't just take the money and run.
Damn it! What's with this prick? All right, then, how about this? I'll go with you. And make sure you don't run off like a coward.
Perfect.
You know he has a kink.
What?
I've been dying to find a travel buddy. Oh, I can't wait to do so many fun things with you. We can dance around the campfire, roast marshmallows. We can play board games while I teach you about my world and you teach me about yours. And blah, 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 and then we'll blah, blah, blah. And then...
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
Excuse me, miss. Miss.
What do you want?
Let me try to do a helmet voice. Please. Please, you must help us. Our village.
Stand in the darkness, Batman. Sorry. I can't help it. Easy, bud. Easy.
This guy gives me weird vibes. His getup confuses me. What's the deal with the drawings on his shirt? Is that supposed to be Bitcoin?
No.
And how'd he manage to get it on there in the first place? Doesn't look like paint. And what is that even a drawing of? And he wears gloves too. But they aren't blacksmith or archer gloves. There's not even any dirt. And what kind of shoes are those?
What are those?
Yes,
What?
that's exactly the line.
Never seen anything like it. The only thing that makes sense about him is that he uses magic.
Maybe that's the only thing that makes sense. That monster. The monster wasn't the only one. There is another one, much worse. I saw it with my good eye. Claws that rip through flesh like butter. Teeth that break the bones with ease. Please, miss, you must slay the beast for us. You may be the only one capable of.
Jobson, you know what you sound like? Like whenever you go to like the amusement park and you're about to like go on the roller coaster and somebody's like, "Okay, make sure you keep your hands on all and don't use any cell phones or flash photography, and okay, have a good time on the ride and enjoy your time here at Six Flags." That's what I keep thinking of.
No cheeseburger, no fries.
I was thinking of an airplane caption, so, oh, it's about to be here in the phone, going back on the river.
Or it's like you're back in school, it's like, attention students and faculty, whoever drew graffiti on the boys' bathroom, don't do it again or you will be suspended. We will find you. Lunch today, pigs in a blanket. Yeah, anyways, don't care.
What? Please, I'm begging you. We've lost our entire forces for the first monster alone. We still have to invest in Bitcoin. We still have enough food to last through the winter. If we don't slay the beast soon, the entire village will starve.
And I already told you. I don't.
Go around hunting monsters for free. No siree. We don't do no freebies. Company policy. You understand.
What are you talking about?
Blow this. How much cash you got?
Cling, cling, cling.
I got a rock.
All I have is about 5 coins. And one of these coins is actually a Tic Tac.
Yeah, no, one of them was a Tic Tac.
There isn't much, but I'm sure the townspeople have.
Yeah,
Alright.
that was part one.
All right.
And here we will leave it. So let us have our discussion on it then. Starting
Good stuff.
starting with artwork. You know, since this we've already said the artwork is pretty good.
Yeah, it really
It's
is.
well done.
Yeah, your team has done such a good job putting this together. I didn't notice like any like art snafus where I was like, oh, this looks off or this looks weird. I think maybe Jabson had noticed one, but I thought it looked really good. I really like the artwork on your demon characters, especially with like the hand coming out of the ground. I thought that was really impressive. Your gore scenes are also just very shocking, which is what I think they're intended to be. Like, they're intended to shock me. So I absolutely loved it. I thought this was a lot of fun to read through, and I'm looking forward to reading more.
I,
Yeah, no,
I was gonna say that I didn't find any like art inconsistencies, but there were some things that I saw that's like a personal preference of mine, as it were. It's not wrong. It's just a thing
pet
that,
peeve.
yeah, pet peeve, yeah. Like one of the things that, usually, like the first things was the giant with the pecs that just do chest days, no arms or legs. I know it's not technically wrong. It could be a monster that looks like that, but I just thought it was really funny. Because like who
And
exercises just their chests? There is a story behind that.
I think I
uh,
was willing to suspend disbelief for it since it was kind of like a fantasy creature. Maybe that was just me. Like, if you wanted to like emphasize, if you're like overemphasizing one part of it, I think I would have been a lot more critical of it if it had just been like a person, like just like a regular guy walking around. But because he was a giant, I don't know. I felt like I was able to give him a little more leeway, but maybe
Yeah,
that's just me.
like I said, it's a pet peeve. It's not wrong. It's just something that
You know.
irked me a little bit. Like I joked about it, but usually when I make monsters, I usually like making them consistent. It's one of the things
Mhm.
also that kind of irked me when I was watching Attack on Titan, seeing the Titans that were like the thing that's just all body and no limbs, or all limbs and no body, or the thing like with the massive head.
yeah,
So
no,
that's
I
a
know like
that's a pet peeve
that.
of mine personally. It's not something that's technically wrong.
Yeah, and I know for like again the art team Black Bam Studio, like their group, they got a bunch of different artists and whatnot, but the ones that are doing this are phenomenal. They're great, and like they have an editor that works with me and the artists as well,
Oh yeah, I
and
was
they're
gonna ask,
awesome. And
how
just
big is
trying.
this studio? Like, how many people are
They're
there?
like a webcomic specific studio, and I think what the deal was, one of them entered in the CEO, the editor, entered in this contest like a few years back, and he
Mhm.
got like sixth place, I think. And because of that, he went on to do this studio and gather this team, these people, and now we're here,
Oh,
and
cool.
I'm thankful for them. And I will say for like the gory scenes, like that one image where like the sword goes through the guy and like his fingers came off. I remember
Mhm.
looking at that because that wasn't in the script. I looked at that, I'm like, oh, it's brutal. I love it.
No, it like the comic follows the rule of cool to a T. Even like to like as we pointed out, there's a few inconsistencies like positioning and what, but it looks very cool. If you don't, you just have to turn off your brain for a little bit. Just look at the cool stuff.
I am very much a believer in like I don't want hyper realism. I don't want like any of that dark gritty stuff. I just want shit that looks neat. Like it's a story about giant robots fighting other giant robots. Don't give me anything more than that.
I completely agree with you. Just the inconsistencies that like take me off a little bit, but other
I
than
will
that,
say also,
artwork is awesome.
yeah, no, I will say also for those inconsistencies, like we did not notice till it was like already published and we were like, or I don't know what the others were like, but I specifically was like, God damn it.
It's
Like it's just like passes me
like,
by.
well, it's just gonna stay like that now because I'm not changing it.
This
Yeah,
is
no,
my
it's
comic now. Oh well.
it's like those weird things in like Jurassic Park or Jaws where wherever you can see like the wires for the shark. It's like whatever. People love it.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I would say it's a slight pet peeve of mine was the eight pack of the woman. Not that it's like something I don't like. I like seeing muscle mummies like any other person. It's
Sure.
just it's just how the the abs were drawn over the shirt because that means that shirt was like skin tight. It wasn't really a shirt.
That wasn't a shirt. That
That
was
was
just a
just that
top.
was just a latex.
No, it's like there's nothing there. Like she's literally just wearing like a sports bra type thing.
Oh, that's what that was.
I
So she's
specifically designed it that way.
that makes you know what that makes more sense. Let me just have a look here
Like
real
yeah,
quick.
no.
Because like the sports bra is like this similar to her skin tone, isn't it? Then.
Yeah, no, it kind of is. Like
Oh, I see
yeah,
it.
you kind
Yeah,
of see
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
I was able to tell it was a sports bra.
Yeah, I thought it was a shirt. It was a shirt that was just skin tight. Just look at the
I
first time she
wouldn't do
showed
that.
up. See right here, like
I
this.
can see it in that panel being confusing because of the lighting. I could see how that could get confusing.
Yeah, but now I see it. It's the abs, and
Yeah,
then
no.
there's a sports bra. Never mind. That was uncalled for criticism then.
I do also want to mention that when it comes to like proportions and human anatomy, you can also see some interesting styles. Like in the Grappler Baki series, they got some crazy character designs there too.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Like some of the other things, I just like showed off to being stylized because when things are stylized, they're supposed to be different. But you do get a lot of proportion. You do look a little bit like Baki when you see like the muscle mommy.
Yeah, no. I do know one of the proportion things that keeps alternating is the height difference between the two leads there. Because,
Mhm.
like, that short shot, he's, like, at her upper chest, but, like, he's supposed to be, like, just below her neck. Or something, just above it.
Yeah.
That's a tricky thing. I think a lot of artists have difficulty with.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm not the artist, so maybe that's why.
Yeah. So
But,
those
like,
other than
also, like,
that,
sometimes the jokes work with, like, the weird height difference, because there's been the next chapter in production where she literally picks him up. And so, like, it works really well because he's short in that bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and
I love
sometimes
this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just want to say, like, one other point to that sometimes that could just be like the camera, like forced perspective, like you're doing a
Yeah.
deliberate framing choice to be like to really emphasize the difference in the sizes for a specific reason, and maybe it's on purpose.
or maybe it could be because the boy's a magic man and he can be as tall as he needs to be for the shot.
That too,
It's like
maybe it's his
Adventure Time, like,
confidence.
Magic Man!
Like magic man.
Magic away.
All right. So that's our thoughts on the art. Now we're talking about story elements.
Oh boy.
Now
I mean, I
I'll
thought the story was good.
no, I'm not gonna be able to sugarcoat this because I've already been vocal about it in very other things. I don't really like the uh, beginning a story with the Star Wars rolling down the tech, like the lore and what happened beforehand. It's not my jive.
What don't you like
I
about it?
I just don't like. I would rather like see the story happen than say, oh, but in the past this happened beforehand and then this happened.
Hmm.
Because like in this story that we read, we could have cut out the prologue and it wouldn't really affect the beginning of the story at all. Like there would be like nothing that we wouldn't understand. I don't.
I can see that, and I do like stories. I like both kinds. Like I think like I know like things like the Dark Tower books, they just start out right in that's like what King always talks about when he's writing them. I love how they just start right in the middle of the story and then you learn everything. But I also kind of like stories that do like Star Wars or Elden Ring was kind of the main idea I was going for, where it's just like it shows you all this weird crazy shit and it like kind of brings you into this world's history, and then it's just like now we're just gonna kind of start at this random point and we're gonna see how it connects later.
No,
That's how I'm
So
kind of always.
I get the Elden Ring thing, but I think the difference there, I think it's like the difference in media, because in Elden Ring you're watching a cutscene happen. Usually when you're reading things like this, you actually want to get into the story and see what the characters are and what happens in it. And for me personally, I'd rather see the characters learn these things that happened in the past inside the story than just get lore dumped in the beginning.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But I can
But
see how
like
some
again,
people would like other things, but that's just a me thing. Like I don't like the lore
I get
dumping.
that. That's personal preference. I got a bit of pushback from the editor when I first pitched it. I got a bit of pushback, but then I said like, no, this is kind of like the idea I'm going for. I kind of want this sort of intro to this world that shows like just how dark it is. So that was kind of the idea.
Like I
It's an
per
establishment shot.
Yeah,
No, I get it. I just believe that it could do better if instead of having the lore dump in the beginning, you cut it up into little tidbits and spoon feed it to the audience like little by little throughout the story.
I think like there's a lot of pros and cons and trade-offs when it comes to writing and adapting to different kinds of medias where
yeah,
if you
definitely.
try to introduce that information throughout the story in a naturalistic way, that could distract from like the pacing curve that you're trying to go for. So it's understandable that you just gotta bite the bullet and maybe just presenting it in a very cinematic way at the start is a way of grabbing people's attention to be like, hey, here's what the setting of the world is like. And are you into this? If you're a sicko, here you go. You're gonna love this. And then, go on from there.
Yeah,
And I think from that
my argument to that would be then that if there's a lot of people that don't like seeing the lore dump in the beginning, so they open up a webtoon, they see the lore dump, they go fuck this, they throw it away. So maybe you're like losing like a lot of audience that may have liked your story and like enjoyed the setting and enjoyed the characters, but they just dropped it because they saw there was like a massive lore dump in the beginning and they didn't want to stop to read it.
Could he have
I
maybe
get
just made it a little more concise and it wouldn't have been as much of a problem?
that. Mm.
And it could
I'm just
be
wondering.
like maybe if
Yeah,
they
like
I've seen lore dumps that were like very short, maybe half a chapter, and then the other half they got into the story, so that like you wouldn't like have to like go through an entire page of just lore dump to then get into the story. It was like half one, very consistent, very concise, just a little bit, just to like give you like enough for you to understand the beginning of the setting, and then get into the story. Like I'll give you like like example with your story here. Like you could only establish in the prologue that the world is being destroyed. There's not enough food going around, and most of the people that live inside cities, and there's monsters outside the cities. And the initial sequence would still make sense with it. Like you would have enough information to know, okay, we're inside of a city because outside the city there's monsters, and you know that there's the people outside the city are monster hunters, and you see like the woman coming into the city because she just killed the monster.
Yeah, no, I can see that could be thought. I'm still on the side of like keeping that. I'm still pretty proud of that old prologue, but I can definitely see like your reasoning for that whole thing.
Oh, if you're proud of it, then good on you. I'm just giving you my 2 cents on the matter.
You know, I'm like I feel with that prologue I got down exactly what it was trying to do. Again, it's like Elden Ring or like the opening of Lord of the Rings, like one ring shall bind them, yada yada.
Yeah.
Here's how the world works.
Here's how the world works. Here's how it's going. All right, people. This was. Let me go back to it. Joy to the
Joy to the
world.
World.
If you like it, give it a sub. No, and a few likes because it'll help out a lot. Our man
I
here,
second
cartoon
that.
name and his artist team, because he has one of those. Unlike the rest
I'm
of
definitely
us.
going to give this. I'm definitely going to give this a like and a subscribe. I'm really looking forward to seeing where the story goes. I really like the dynamic between these characters.
You'll
Um,
you'll see a lot more of that in the next one.
Yeah, it looks fun. This is definitely my type of story.
Thank you.
All right,
Means a lot.
coolio. Now
I
the
like that.
second cartoon character will give us his comic choice.
Before we
Okay.
do that, I just wanted to add that I like that you kind of had a very kind of naturalistic progression of why this person who doesn't seem to like this other person might decide to go out of their way to join their party, as it were, which is that, hey, this person took my food. I'm going to stick to them until they pay me back. And then from there, one thing will lead to another, presumably.
Yeah, that's true.
Glad
That's a
I'm
good.
glad that got across because I was really nervous. Like, oh shit, is this believable?
Yeah, that is
Like,
no, that is true. Yeah, that's a believable setting. It's like this person took my stuff. I'm gonna stick to him until he pays it back. All right, before a cartoon, Jack, you tell him. Let me refer to the chat. It seems like we got a few viewers from YouTube. Gaiman, hello there. Caton, Keaton Brazel, hello, and Aswado, hello. Welcome to the stream, people. All right, cartoon Jack. What's the comic that you chose?
Why don't we check out mine? We can check out Skull Force Agents.
There we
Let's
go.
give that a roast.
Skull Force Agents. As we said, normally we would ask the reason behind it, but it's because it's your comic.
Yeah. Well, the reason behind it is I wanna get your honest feedback on it. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think. I know it's not the best comic ever, so but I am curious to see. Look, I figure if I get a few laughs out of you guys, I've done my job. Um,
Well,
but
it is in the comedy category, so
yeah. So if I don't make you laugh, then I haven't done my job.
all right. So as stated before, as the podcast rules, you pick the comic, you read the
Sure.
beginning of it, and you are going to be one of the main characters.
Yep. I'll go ahead and play Walter, who is the main male protagonist. I can go ahead and do that. Um. All right. Watch out for the Skull Sisters. These ladies are armed and dangerous. They are on a top secret mission to obtain a mysterious glowing element called uricium. The only person who seems to be unfazed about crossing their paths is a disgruntled office worker named Walter Foster. Why? Walter is already having the worst day of his life, so what's a few armed robbers to him?
Huh. Interesting. Right, did it already load in? Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. That's just,
Copyright.
all that stuff. And the too long didn't read for that is I dedicated the book to my grandmother, who I absolutely loved, and she was great. Thanks, Grandma. Yada yada.
Thanks, Grandma. Then bump peace sign.
Pump bump. Exactly.
See, White Mountain National Forest, New Hampshire. Alert incoming. Team, is this a? You have discovered another supply of. Is this the woman's talking?
This is their boss talking on the phone.
Oh, okay. Team, we have discovered another supply of Elysium stones in Hartford, Connecticut. We have inside information that it has been placed there by a criminal organization in one of the vaults of a company called Banana Security. We cannot allow the public to know that there is Elysium in that vault. We need you to enter the building and stage it as a robbery. Then collect the Elysium, bring back to the headquarters. Any questions? Uh, how about let's see, Beaver and cartoon name. You be the two people. You guys
alright, I'm good. I'm
fight
good.
each other out. Who's gonna be red and who's gonna be blue?
I'll be blue. I like to be the blue
Uh,
team. But
okay.
blue team, best team. Caboose.
All right. So read your lines.
No, director, we got it. We'll make this mission quick and easy.
I'm just gonna give Red my lumpy space princess impression.
You go right ahead and do that.
Oh
You
yeah,
go right
sis,
ahead and
it's
do
just like we always say.
It takes two.
Say it through, girl.
And me, don't forget about me.
Babes, nobody could ever forget you.
Ah, you too. So hot.
Darn good luck. We will be watching you from the sky. Alright, question before we
Sure.
start. They said that this Eurasium is in a vault, right?
Mhm.
And they couldn't let the public know that there was stuff in a vault that was
Mhm.
locked. Isn't there them there going to and robbing the place, like risking more people knowing that there's something there, other than just leaving it alone?
Well, I think the thing is, if they leave it alone, then the government can't get their hands on it. Not, but that does make a good point that maybe a little bit of an inconsistency, and maybe because cool.
Rule of cool, go.
Rule of cool. We're already off with a rule of cool.
Hartford, Connecticut. Banana security. That's a very funny logo.
Did you notice I used Comic Sans? I actually, it's one of the only times you'll ever see someone purposely use Comic Sans
Oh
for
my god, it
anything.
is Comic Sans.
It's, I
Yeah,
wanted to
no.
make the logo look as shitty as possible.
The only other time you'll see it is if you're fighting a skeleton.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this is. Dr. Walter Foster, we have hereby required to vacate apartment 15 Oak Street apartment by March 31st, 2019. We hope that you have enjoyed renting from us and wish you the best of luck in finding a new place in your residence. Seriously, Richard Mercer, Property Security Manager. Foster, I need to talk to you about the urgent matter regarding the company's security practice. I would have preferred to talk to you yesterday, but you weren't at your desk. Where are you? Come to my office first thing in the morning. This literally reads like a text message. His boss is
Listen,
sent. This probably came to him by carrier pigeon.
just his boss sent a carrier pigeon to send him a nasty letter.
It's like I'm going to communicate you with my Twitter. And he sends a bird.
Thanks for the gift, Greg, but I turned 28 last August.
Gulp gulp.
Glug glug. Well, let's get this over with.
Greg
I just run
Patterson, VP Security Operation. Yeah, go ahead.
I just run the damn databases. What did I do? You want me
Foster,
to voice
get
the
in
boss
here.
as well?
No, I'll be Foster. Get in here.
Most unorthodox.
So Foster. So Foster, do you know why I called you in here? This guy does
I
seem
don't,
like
Greg.
this guy does seem like the one that sends text to carrier pigeons.
I don't, Greg. Did I do something wrong?
Well, as you know, our Belgian customer Verbogen correct. The hell is that? The hell?
Verbogen Krot.
Hired us to safeguard the prototype of their new phone model until their expo event in May. However, on Monday, someone stole the prototype from the Vault 216 and replaced it with a suitcase full of rocks.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
It's been
wow.
all over the news, and people in the office have been talking about it all week.
Indeed. Now we don't know yet who stole the prototype. But we did find out how they broke into the Vault 216. Foster, do you recognize this email?
I do. It looked like spam, so I deleted it.
Yes, you deleted it to the archive on your desktop. What? That email contained spyware virus that leaked our password and database to whoever sent it out.
What? Greg, this has to be some new type of virus. If I had known about it, I would have quarantined the file immediately.
Well, we expect our principal database manager to always be up to speed on virus protection. Or should I say our former principal database manager?
What the hell do you mean by former, Greg? Did you seriously call me in here to fire me?
Maybe.
I don't know. You tell me.
Am I firing you? Well, Foster, I did. I'm sorry, but as of today, you don't have a job here anymore. I sent you a message yesterday via my Twitter, but you never responded. we have no choice but to cut ties with you in order to protect the reputation of our company. I need you to clean out your desk within an hour, after which you will be escorted out.
I just got evicted from my apartment, Greg. If I'm fired, I'm basically homeless.
Sucks to suck then.
That's rough, buddy.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you let a virus through.
But what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Become an activist? Foster, I
Start an
don't.
OnlyFans account.
Have you heard? Have you heard of OnlyFans? It's all the rage, I tell you. Foster, I don't care. I don't care. You can do whatever you want except work here. You ruined my company's reputation and you're fired. Pack your stuff and get out.
Before I go, I just want to say that Banana Security is a really dumb name for a security company.
Well, thank you, Foster. You can leave now.
Oh, come on, Greg. You helped start this place. Can you at least explain the name?
Well, I lost a bet. We thought of the name because we were traveling in the equator while we were planning out the business idea. Now, will you please leave?
Oh, wow. You went on a trip to a country that exports bananas. That explains everything, Greg. Customers are clearly going to make that connection because when I think of a valuable place to store valuable assets, I think of a soft, yellow, fruity, squishy, insecure, breakable, easy to open banana.
Well, that's why I have the company and you don't. So there, take that. Foster, get the hell out of my office.
And I'm no graphic designer, Greg, but Comic Sans? Seriously?
Was done by my cousin. Now, can you please leave? Security.
So good luck with your stupid Banana Man mascot on your dumb logo for your crap security company. Barbara, it was nice working with you.
Get out of here.
I don't care, Greg.
Mm-hmm. She says while filing her nails.
Like that woman from Ghostbusters, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I told them. All right, go, people.
That was...
Director, we're here at Banana Security Headquarters. We're ready when you are.
Excellent. I am jamming the phone lines in a 2-mile radius from the building. We have get the mission done quickly while the police are preoccupied. Beep, 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 beep,
Fuck.
beep.
Did this just turn into My Little Pony?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Sparkle Wolf, our friendship is so beautiful, it's making me cry.
Wolf, your friendship tears are making me cry too.
Oh my
It's
god.
like SpongeBob SquarePants movie, like, look, it be the tear of the goofy goobers. Hold me, Sparkle Wolf. Our tears are making a rainbow.
Friendship is so beautiful.
Alert! Urgent phone line jam. Please fix immediately.
Nah, damn it! I hate poopy pants, pop-ups, dumb, stupid poop.
The only thing that can save us is if you bought the Sparkle Castle playset. That one's a good one.
Consume content. Oh, okay, I got rid of Foster. He'll take the heat for this, and we should be fine. Contact the guys in Verbogen Craig.
Crot.
I'm not gonna read that correct ever.
Okay, that's okay.
And tell them, click. Carson, you there? Beep, beep, beep.
7 days.
Barbara, my phone is busted. Get me my Twitter. Order me a new one.
How am I supposed to tweet about my political stance now?
He opens the door. There's just like a wall full of carrier pigeons.
Just waiting.
Just like they thought I was crazy, but I've been waiting this my whole life. My phone isn't working either. Okay. Use your cell phone then. Who was? How about who's gonna be the?
I don't
How-
have service.
How about you, Nick? Jack, be the woman as well.
Sure. I don't have service.
Hmm. I don't have service either. What the hell is going on with the network? All right, guys.
That was Beaver.
Beaver.
Yeah, sorry, my cat was attacking me.
That's okay.
Mood.
Wait in the car, baby. You're gonna be our getaway driver.
Okay, Haley. I'll just listen to my music.
Hi, Cass.
See you later, Hannah.
Boop bop, boop beep bop, boop bop, boopity doop bop boop.
He's listening to Coco Melon on constant loop. He's got that Coco Melon look in his eyes.
He's listening to Boomer Doo-Wop of the 50s.
Funny that his
Did
eyes
you-
get crossed when he's singing. It's for immersion.
Exactly. Did you eat the school lunch meatloaf? Bop shoo bop. It's causing me to have a stomach crab. Bop-a-doo bop.
All right, Beaver, it's your turn again.
Your turn, Beaver.
Probably getting attacked by the cat again.
You might have gotten attacked by the cat. I can
Yeah.
fill in for Haley. Okay,
I'm here,
listen
I'm
up.
Wait, he's back.
Oh, you're back? Okay.
He's back.
All right. Okay, listen up, everybody. This is a robbery. Get on the ground right now. Now, in case you haven't heard of us, we're the Skull Sisters. We rob from big businesses and firms. We do not like hurting people. Luckily, corporations are not people. Please cooperate, and we promise you'll all remain unharmed. We are looking for Vault 216 or 216 or 216. So if someone could please tell us where Vault 216 is, you can all leave.
Hey there, sorry, I know this is scary, but can you please tell us where we can find Vault 216?
All vaults are at the basement. But you need a code to override the basement security system.
Now what's the code?
I don't know. Only the principal manager knows the backup code. I swear I don't know.
Okay, settle down. We believe you. Who is the database manager and where can we find them?
His name is Walt Foster. He's in the fourth floor. I think he just got fired though.
See? Nice and easy, folks. You can all leave now.
I like your tie. It's so stripy.
Take it. Just take whatever you want. Just take it.
No, wait, I just meant... Like,
Meow.
okay.
You, hey, oh, you got a present.
It's not even my birthday.
Can I just use the bathroom?
Yeah, okay. Calling all guards. 2 armed robbers have entered the building. Don't go anywhere. Meow.
Well, no guards so far. I guess we lucked out.
We got an emergency. Let's go.
Crap!
Rip rope?
Trip rope.
It's a really long rope. I mean, tie.
It is a long, yeah, it's a really long tie, come to think of it.
Are ties supposed to be that long? I haven't worn a tie in a long time.
They are.
They can vary, but maybe that is a little too long.
Oh, I see what they're doing now.
Yeah. Down this way, hurry.
Right about.
What the hell? Ow,
Bada bing, boom,
ow.
boom, boom.
Why would someone put that there?
Oh no.
Holy crap, are you okay? I'll be right down. Ah! Ow, it freaking hurt. Wait for me, you guys. Oh. What the? Oh, that hurts. Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
Sorry I'm late.
Quick thinking,
Does no one go down the stairs using the guardrails? That's what they're for.
I don't think the guardrails are helping, man.
It's like I thought those were aesthetic.
Quick thinking, sis. Sorry, guys.
Nothing personal.
That would have been funny if one of them said, I thought the guardrails were aesthetic as they fall down.
I gotta admit, this was actually a really funny sequence.
Yeah, no, that's
Awesome.
classic.
Yeah. All right, last one, and then we'll give our thoughts.
Yeah, totally.
See. All right.
Bustin' on free. 1,
Yeah.
2,
3.
3.
3.
You
On
miscounted,
3
don't
or after 3?
On 3 or
we
on
gotta
3?
redo this. We gotta redo this. now,
1, 2,
sis.
3, go, or 1, 2, 3?
It's on free. 1, 2, 3. What? You keep doing this, sis. You keep cutting me off.
It would be really funny if they needed both of them to kick it to like open it, but they like kept like timing it off. So we're just like stuck with the door closed and them
Guys
talking.
on the other side just like vaguely hear like the song, the beats to Mario, like doon 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 doon
No,
doon doon.
no, you just have a door closed here, and it's like busting on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ow! Why didn't you go in? I thought it was after 3. I thought, is it 1, 2, 3, go, or 1, 2, 3, and we go? It's like it's on 3, but what does that mean?
Insofar as I'm in like already like an Austin Powers mindset for reading this,
That is exactly what this is.
it is missing that extra bit of dysfunction. I feel that is like her.
It is too organized.
It is too competent. They are too competent. But anyways, freeze, hands in the air.
There is no I in banana. Well, that thing can't hurt me because I can't read.
Wow, cringe city.
Aw, I think it's cute. In a dumbassery kind of way.
Cute. This is the kind of garbage our elementary school principal would say.
Oh, I remember Dr. Ramsey. He kept saying the chicken was fucking raw. Pay attention or you'll get detention.
Oh my god, I totally forgot Dr. Ramsey had a mustache.
My mustache is not a laughing matter, young lady.
What do you
Fun
want?
fact, the principal had that voice too.
Ooh, what do you want?
We're looking for Walter Foster. Where is he?
I'm sorry. I just fired him.
What? Well, thanks. What, Mr. Spacely? You totally screwed us.
What? No, no, no. I'm sure he's still in the building. He's probably around the corner cleaning out his desk.
Fine, whatever. Just get out.
Bang,
Bang,
bang.
bang, bang.
Not our
Bang,
problem.
bang.
Keep moving.
Oh, they got the banana in the crotch.
Well, now there's an O in banana.
Come on.
Douchebag banana.
Come on, Miss Cobalt. We gotta move.
Well, he ain't here.
I looked in the break room and the printing room. No sign of him.
Well, if he's still in the building, what else might he be doing?
Pooping!
Pooping.
Well, I can't believe that's like the one thing they thought of.
That's the one thing I thought of. Like, yeah, no, I would also say pooping.
Hey, maybe. You know, I personally would be stealing snacks from the kitchen area.
Well, wasn't that the
Well, they
break
just said
room?
they checked the break room.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
the
off
break
the
room.
list. All that's
Look,
left
what
is
else could they
taking
be?
poop.
That's the last thing that he could be doing is taking a poop.
He's making bears.
All
My
right.
life is over. How could this day possibly get any worse?
Freeze! Are you Walter Foster?
Yeah, what?
The code to
Go
the
to-
basement vault now.
It's 54312.
What?
Wait,
I
wait,
love that
what?
zoomed in. I love that zoomed in look. He looks like a man ready to snap.
I thought he had pink eye for a second.
Okay. You know we're gonna steal from it, right?
And
Okay, I guess I'll go find Fault 216 or 216.
into the third hallway on the left. You have fun.
Miss Miss Crimson, keep an eye on him in case we need more info. Besides, he's acting weird.
I mean, they did hear that he just got fired. It would make sense that he's a little bit spiteful.
Yeah, just a bit.
But if he is the head of security, why would he have the code be 54312?
Because he doesn't care.
Well, you can do it. Work through the weekend. Hmm.
Can I ask something?
No.
How come our guns didn't bother you? You just gave us the code so nonchalantly.
I just got fired, kicked out of my apartment, and my life is ruined. So yeah, I don't care.
I heard they fired you, but I had no idea about your apartment. I'm sorry, that sounds like a lot to deal with.
Gee, thanks. I'm glad I got sympathy from an armed robber. Now, if you don't mind,
I know I'm an armed robber,
if you ever stop talking.
but I know what it's like to feel helpless sometimes. I've definitely felt like...
Look, I don't want to talk, okay? So unless you're going to do me a favor and blow my brains out with that gun of yours, leave me alone.
Okay.
Fine on. Fine on, douchebag. Bang, bang, bang. Story over. Like the other girl
Wow,
comes in,
okay.
it's like, what the hell? What? He was asking for it.
Literally, it was literally asking for it.
What was I supposed to know?
Please don't tell me you don't. Please tell me you don't mean that. Don't be scared. Turning into my Michael Caine accent, like Batman. Batman.
Batman.
Mr. White.
Hey, please tell me you don't know what you mean that.
I said beat it, damn it!
Snap.
What the? Wham!
Oh my god, are you okay? I forgot my line. Forgot I was that character for a second. Sorry.
And that's it.
And that's how he became reborn in another world as an overpowered security
You know,
man.
it'd be really
Yeah.
funny if he actually
Overpowered.
did die here and he just got isekai to the actual story.
It's like I woke up in a world where like
Oh, yeah.
I had the code to every safe, but there's only one safe and it's in the Demon King's vault, and I think the code is 54321. That's the
That's the
full
name of
title.
that's the name of the that's the name of the manga. I
No,
got
that's the name. That's the
reincarnated
name
into
of the isekai.
yeah.
It's that
I got
whole story all at
reincarnated into a
once.
spider, and I know the code is 54312. That's the name of it.
Even better, he gets Ezekiel, but it's not like the main plot, it's just the B plot that the main plot occasionally like smash cuts to. Like a Family Guy bit.
That's hilarious.
That's
All right, so now we shall talk about our critiques and our opinions, starting with the
Sure.
art. I'll let you guys begin this time because I started last time. What are your thoughts and opinions?
I thought it was I got a good chuckle out of a few of those scenes. Definitely the tripwire scene was probably the funniest, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. The gags
That's
were very good.
I feel like the gags
Excellent.
were probably the best part of it. Like the
Okay.
art was pretty decent too.
I think my only real critique about the artwork would be Jack.
Mhm.
Action and doing action in a comic is an art field of itself, and
Mhm.
making a panel look like it's in motion. Sometimes you have to blur out some things. Sometimes you have to put movement lines,
Mhm.
and the panels were drawn stylized. You could tell, it's your art style, but they
Mhm.
seemed like a little bit flat, like they weren't really
Okay.
emotion. They seemed more like pictures instead of, like those images that you usually get with like the high speed cameras from sports, that it doesn't look
Mhm.
like the person's moving. It looks like they just captured the moment. I was getting a lot
Oh,
of
okay.
that while looking at your action and your movement poses. Like when you see like a person running, it looked like they were just static. Like you caught them in the middle of the run with like a high pick.
Mm.
So I would invest like studying a little bit on how to make movement in a comic, because I think that would actually help your storytelling a lot than
Totally.
anything else.
Awesome. Is there any like good references of like where I could start to look at that?
I would
Um,
say, let's see. I think these things you usually learn while like reading comics. Just like instead of like just reading comics to read it, stop and actually study how things are
Mhm.
done. Like get like a since your style is more to this style, I would say like read any Marvel comic from way back in the day. Get one of
Okay.
those really action scenes and like see how they make like the person running and how what they do around the panel, because a lot of the action is also the ambience, like the art you do around it. Like maybe you like blur out the sides a little bit when the person's going like in really high speed, or you make like
Mhm.
the really prolonged arm when you're making like that really hard punch or something.
Okay.
So these are things that you actually learn by surprisingly reading more comics. But instead of just reading for the story, I like actually stop and look at the artwork and see what the artist is doing, because that actually helps a lot more than like any like thing that somebody can tell you.
I think there's
Awesome. Yeah.
also I think there's also like resources online, like you look at like I don't know, like let's say like YouTube channels that do a lot of critiques of like panel by panel in terms of like the breakdown on a technical level, like
Mhm.
the shot composition and stuff like that. I think like you can learn a lot. I'm mainly familiar with like YouTube channels that do it more for 3D animation, but I'm sure if
Mhm.
there's something that's not run by someone who is Garbo, who knows what they're doing and knows what they're talking about, who would be a great way of like learning about how to like make scenes feel more alive and more dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also,
So maybe watching some more YouTube tutorials on how to make those action poses.
yeah, but I don't actually know if there's a lot of YouTube tutorials like showing how to make movement in a pose specifically. So
Mm-hmm.
this is why I said like actually reading comics, like professional comics, will give you a lot more to study from than the thing that I don't know if they
Um,
exist or not.
there's two books in particular that I could recommend. There is the animator's survival kit, and then there
Oh, by
is
Richard Williams. Yeah.
yes, and the illusion of life.
Oh yeah,
I have
that book
Mhm.
is actually
I,
really good. I actually forgot about it, but I agree that the animator survival book is a really good example of how to do
I
motion.
yeah, I have both very expensive books.
I might actually read through the Animator Survival Kit again. I read through it in college, but that was over. I'm 36, so that was over. Geez, that was over 10 years ago at this point. So, I might pick it up and read it again and see how I can apply it to my future panels.
Yeah,
Especially to like give it a little bit more motion. So like this is an example right here where the character's kind of running down the stairs, and this is exactly what you're talking about, Jobson, where it looks like he's kind of suspended in a point of action instead of running through motion.
Yeah, I guess you can.
Yeah.
I guess I accidentally stopped like in a very good example. Like if you see like
Mm.
it doesn't really look like he's moving. It looks like he's just like snapshotted.
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
see exactly what you're talking about.
I think it definitely works, but maybe it could be better, but I wouldn't necessarily know. Because part of the problem here is that you have like this wide shot that's from capturing both like what's happening up there and also
Mhm.
the two of them down there. So you can't do things like motion blur because that wouldn't really make sense in
no,
this scene. You
no.
can
But
maybe
this is like
blur
one
him.
example. Like usually when you're making a lot of action, you really want to have a lot of like these kind of poses that display action better. Like instead of just have somebody like in the background, like have them running. Maybe have like those like lines here
Mhm.
that like show that there was like some movement that happened in this panel. Because
Now,
remember, remember,
one fun fact. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna finish the thought that comics, you're trying to make the illusion that something's moving when it's actually not. So there's a lot of things they can usually do with movement lines, slight bursts, or like how mangas usually do it. They just draw like the thing with just a bunch of motion lines instead of
Mhm.
the actual body part.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about recommending the survival kit because it's like I feel like in terms of the 12 principles of animation, I feel like there's got to be a way to backwards apply them to just like a 2D illustration as well.
Mhm.
Comics is just basically an animation storyboard done really well.
That's a really good way to think about it, actually. I never thought about that, but that is true.
So
One
that
fun fact is, um, if you scroll down so to where the stairs are, this was actually a model I had to build in Blender because I was driving myself crazy drawing
Nice.
stairs that I ended up just making a Blender model so that I could put it in any camera angle I wanted.
that is fair. I was also gonna say that the backgrounds, you did a very good job on them. Even if you use
Yeah.
the 3D asset, you drew over it, so
Hmm.
I can see like the hard work that took on it. And this
Oh yeah,
is
it took
another
me.
thing that maybe you want to focus a little bit is drawing backgrounds,
Hmm.
because there is also a style to make a background look like there's depth in it. Like usually like line weight helps,
Hmm.
because it gives you like that illusion that something's farther away and something's closer. Because here's another
Yeah.
example, like where we stopped right here. Let me just go back so that the
Sure.
people on the chat can see it. Like right here, we could help like supply the depth here with like the buildings in the back and like the door in the front is if the lines in the back of the buildings in the back were thinner than these in the front,
Oh,
so that would like have like
okay.
that illusion that there's something farther away.
I didn't actually know that's a way to. I've never used line width as a way for establishing perspective and
Oh,
depth like that. That's a really good. That I'm gonna do that in my future
oh,
panels.
I really recommend it. Line weight is a really good way for you to show depth in the picture. So if you make like
Yeah, like
just like think of like those images like where that have like the hand reaching towards you and like the lines around the
Mhm.
hands really thick, and like as they go down the arm, they progressively get thinner.
Yeah, that's yeah. I need to do that in my future panels.
That is one thing that you can
Um,
do.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But other than that, I don't really have a lot more to say about the artwork. It's other than really good job doing the comic. I can see
It
you had a
took a
lot.
long time.
I can see it put a lot of soul in it.
It took me this took me 4 years to make. So it
Damn.
definitely was. Yeah, it definitely took a
Oh
long
my.
I
time.
bet it was a learning experience. Like you like figured out there's a lot of stuff that goes into a comic that you had no idea how to do, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, and like chapter 2 has gone much more smoothly than chapter 1. I'm hoping to have chapter 2 ready by October of this year. There's a lot of stuff that I've learned since then that I think made the art quality even better than what it is now.
Oh, that's great,
It's
man.
never going to be perfect, but it's as good as I can get it. And I feel like as long as I can get it as good as I can get it, I've done the best I can. Everything else is just a learning experience to make it even better the next time.
Yeah, that's great, man.
But that's just how I approach
I'm
it.
happy for you.
Yeah.
The story wise, I actually don't really have a lot to say about the story. Like it's a good
Hmm.
story. I really enjoy the secret agents pretending to be robbers, and they meet a
Hmm.
disheveled guy who just lost the will to live
Yep.
and just died at the end of it.
I definitely thought it was pretty funny, or at least very solidly funny. Although my,
Hmm.
my one criticism would be that like there are a lot of scenes where it's like I found it funny, but then I immediately thought of, oh, it would have been even funnier, or I felt
Ah.
like could have been funnier, depending on like what you're going for or what you're like planning on in terms of like how you're characterizing these characters.
All right, let's be
Hmm.
honest. We just gave Cartoon Jack here a bunch of material because we're hilarious.
We truly are.
That is the curse of the internet, where it's like if you have this like idea for a long running thriller mystery thing, someone out there is gonna guess your ending like way before you even think of the ending, and there's gonna be people who are gonna think of you're gonna say like a joke, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, that's actually really good."
Damn, I wish
Now
I
I
thought of
can't steal
that.
that. Yeah, that's just the curse of the internet and being able to collaborate with like other people is that like or
Mhm.
just interacting with people is that a lot of people out there are really funny and really talented as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a blessing. Like, honestly, it gives me a lot to think about going forward. So, if you can kind of look at the stuff that I have here and be like, yeah, this is, I see what you're doing here, but this could be even better if it went in this direction. I can always come back to a future panel and apply that same kind of thinking of like, oh, I remember they said that approaching it in this way would be even better. Um, so no, that's actually that's great to know.
All right.
Um,
Before we continue, let me just address the chat here real quick. They said Hajime Ippo, no Ippo. That this
mhm,
Japanese name. Hajime no Ippo has a
Hajime no
lot
Ippo.
has really dynamic line work, so maybe look into that. And also lowering the contrast, putting a low opacity and atmospheric coloring layer. Blue or
mhm,
daytime indoors helps things recede into the distance. That is true as well. So
mm,
lowering the
okay.
contrast and putting like making making like something that's farther away have a lower opacity than things really in front. That does actually help a lot as well. And making
Okay.
the gradient layer, because at like the thing in real life, like as things get farther away because of the atmosphere, things tend to get bluer. So the further away, you
Mm,
can like put like an overlay over it, helping it get that blue tint. But I think this only
that's a
like
great
help.
idea.
This only works for when things very far away.
I think it
That's a
depends.
It
cool
de-
idea.
yeah, that's what I said. Usually something. It depends. Yeah.
Because you can exaggerate certain effects, even if it wouldn't make sense if it's like because it'd be too close. So you can still exaggerate it if it helps you get the look that you're going for. I was actually thinking like a few minutes ago when you were talking about the lines. It's like you could also probably put like maybe some kind of blur on the background to make it
Mhm.
uh more contrasty, maybe.
Oh yeah,
But
that
I'm
is
not like
actually that's
confident.
actually my favorite way to make something far away in the background, just blur it out. Does that mean
Hmm.
because that also means I don't have to spend time making it pretty. I can just make it general and blur it out because people won't stop to look at it. And you actually, if you see in my comic, E is for Evil, please go read it. I do that almost all the time with backgrounds. If it's not important to the scene, if the character is what's important, not the background is just gonna be like this blob that generally describes the place. Because I already made one establishing shot beforehand. I'm not gonna do it every single time. I have other shit to do.
I think that's what my team does with a lot of the backgrounds. Like usually whenever it's like zooming in on a character, they just like it's just a solid color behind them.
Yeah,
They're
and the
just in front
chat
of the
agrees
wall.
with me. They love the Gaussian blur.
Gaussian blur is definitely helpful. That's for sure. Gotta love that Gaussian blur.
Oh, we got a fan here. Yeah, thanks for reading my comic. E is for you. Thanks for liking it.
Yeah.
I am currently working on chapter 3. Hopefully it will be done by July. Hopefully I'll have stuff to post, so look out for that. So I think that was our critiques and opinions on your comic, Cartoon Jack. How are you feeling? Have you survived our
I oh
critiques and
I'm
criticisms?
actually I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you took the time and effort to really look through my work and find some ways for me to improve it in the future because I'm always open to ways to grow even better and make this the best that it can be. So I really appreciate your time a lot. It means a lot to me, and I thank you guys
Yeah,
from the bottom of my heart.
yeah, happy to help. Now it's
Yeah.
time for Beaver. Beaver,
All right.
what have you brought for us today?
I'll be the one person to break the combo here of recommending self works to instead recommend a work from the list that Jade recommended. Since while I have made comics, it's not like anything that you guys made. I've just made like after action reports for like Europa Universalis multiplayer game sessions where I made like this illustrated joke get thing to like parody the events of what happened in the previous session. But that is neither here nor there. I found a comic that going off of the title and the brief description, I felt I liked the vibes. I've linked it in chat. Hunger of a Thousand Beasts by So Roma. It is a supernatural horror comic.
Ooh.
Hunger of a Thousand Beasts.
Yes, which I did link in Discord. You could have just clicked the link instead
Yeah,
of
but
having to search for it.
yeah, but if I clicked on the
There
Discord, it would have
Oh,
opened
there
up
it is.
another thing, and it would be the whole thing.
it
His
is.
Discord would have been viewable.
All
So
right,
there you
Hunger
go.
of a Thousand Beasts. All right, Beaver, you already know the rules. Take it away.
Sure thing. Sure thing. Let's see. The sole survivor of a group of migrants, Marta washes ashore in Rawford, an obscure that doesn't welcome foreigners like her, burdened by the blood on her hands and a hunger she can't control. She will soon learn that she isn't the only beast to work dark.
Ooh, scary.
Look out, it's Mr. Beast! That's my one.
All right.
Everyone gets
let's see.
one.
Raining.
Raining. Ship. It's the first ship of the series.
There we go.
Thum, Ka-cha.
It's like that it's like the Gilligan's Island theme starts playing. The
Oh
weather's
no.
starting getting rough.
Oh, crash.
Rafford, Britain, 1892.
Money.
These webcomic artists are really starting to not be creative with these fictional names like Britain. That doesn't exist. That isn't real.
That isn't a real place.
Yeah.
What's
Oh yeah, by the way,
Britain?
Beaver, I do have the stream open on the Discord if you want to just see it there instead of opening it by yourself.
I do have it on Discord.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's
Right.
easier to just kind of follow along on the Discord. That's just me.
Yeah, for some reason, it's because I had it on my screen on my monitor. I was actually reading it there, but I do have the Discord stream
Right.
open. But anyways,
The storm had no mercy on them either.
Oh wow.
Foreigners once again. Man, which of you can do a British accent? Because I can never get it right.
or
I can do
I
it.
can't-
Liverpool.
Every time I try to-
Foreigners once again. I'm almost sorry for them.
There you go.
Let's say if the say has brought us anything good.
Rummage. Thing.
pretty.
Archie, there, Ringo. I saw something interesting.
No, you should never really touch a pendant if it's smoking.
Yeah, probably not the best idea.
Probably not the best idea.
Their eyes are not lined with their brains are not lined with eyes. They cannot see it.
I wonder where she stole it. Cuthbert, drop that stuff and help me out. There's more bodies.
Wriggle. How about one of
Archie,
you other guys be the other British guy?
Alright,
so
I'll be the blonde. Or you that.
Or whoever. I mean, I can't do a good British accent for my life, according to my British friends.
Oh,
But
you can try.
I can try if you want. Archie, listen to me. I think this is worth a lot.
That's some Australian.
Oh, I know, it's terrible. I'm terrible.
Well,
How
because
much?
Oh boy.
Who was the blonde guy?
I think this is next.
Enough to get us out of this damn town. Damn town. I lost the accent.
All right, here you go, Beaver. It's your time to shine.
So sorry, but
Your subscription trial has ended.
I am hungry.
I ate all the KFC on the way over anymore.
You know what? You should give her the Cookie Monster voice.
just when she's eating the blood.
We love Liverpoolians.
Jake, just scroll up for a second.
What?
We gotta get to the title. We gotta do this properly. We gotta go to the title screen. Up.
All right.
Hunger of 1,000 Beasts. Story and art by Soroma. Editing by Vera Lazara. Everyone else play Fear and Hunger, imagining like the Fear and Hunger theme, like starting right about there.
But the evil that has struck you can be dangerous. And I don't know how longer, how
Here's the
much
typo.
longer I can keep taking care of you. But with that medallion, it will always be with you. Always. Hold it closer to you. Never take it off, or the hunger will devour you. And you will lose your figure. And you will
Goes
no
right
longer
to your hips.
go straight to your thighs. And then you will
And
blow
then you
up.
blow up.
And you will no longer know who you are. Eh?
Still you.
Oh, sweet Martha. I think this is now
Still
you,
here.
baby. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Uh,
you're
Oh,
awake.
finally awake. Try
Oh.
across the border into Skyrim. You and that rogue over there.
She just finds herself like in the cart. You're finally awake.
Can you understand me?
Eh,
Uh,
no hablos inglés.
yeah, yeah.
Oh no, an immigrant.
I mean, sir.
We found you unconscious on the beach. Near the wreckage of a ship.
Wreckage? Do you mean?
What do you remember? What's your name? Do you remember the 21st of September?
It's like, are you
Remember
here
that
legally or or illegally? That is very important nowadays.
My name is Marta Zamfir. I come from Transylvania.
Oh shit, a vampire!
That explains why she wants blood.
But she's dressed like a Mexican.
So she's even worse. She's an el vampiro.
Well, she's from Transylvania, Mexico. Everyone's been there.
I was traveling on a ship with others to get to Britain. We were near the coast when
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
huh.
I see. Just
I'm
gotta
gonna
write
give
down
you a
my notes.
prescription for Ritalin.
Crazy. You don't remember anything else, right? You don't remember eating a dude?
Eh,
Because we all saw that.
We were all there. Like, we were all there.
Like, we watched it.
We caught it in 4K, like somebody there with their cell phone. I'm recording this.
Oh my god.
liar. Did I really? I wasn't alone. There were other people. I didn't know them well, but some were the Skelsies like me.
The hell is a Skelsey? Must be a Mexican thing.
I just feel like the doctor's just sitting there like, what the hell is she talking about?
You don't know Voslovic? You don't know Pavlov?
You were the only ones still breathing.
What? What?
Oh no, I lost the holding my breath competition.
You were lucky. No serious injuries, no signs of trauma, but no one else survived. I'll give you time to rest. Also,
You have cancer.
whatever happened to you on the beach, I won't mention it to anybody. I won't tell them that you totally... I have no interest in complications for either of us. I was thinking of a joke, but I couldn't think of anything. The improv gods failed me.
It's like, what happened on the beach? It's a secret to everybody. Shh.
Stays on the beach.
What
That happens
happens
in
on the
Vegas
beach
stays on.
stays on the beach.
Just like the gaycation.
The what? Yeah, exactly. Lucky.
This is not luck, nor a blessing. It's a chunky webcomic. This
My complexion.
this is my curse.
Alrighty then. Onwards to chapter 2.
Since I was a child, my grandma, my babushka, had always told me I was different. Where I came from, people believed many things. Oh, that's one. That's one aura-filled babushka right there.
She's aura farming.
Yeah. Some were perhaps mere superstitions.
Oh, wait, there.
But some beliefs were truer than others. By a twist of fate
Oop.
or something more obscure.
And then...
I was one of them.
Just every time we see her face, it's just,
And
no.
then...
That's why I had to leave. Disappear.
Across
I
the
didn't.
border.
I didn't think that was the first thing I would see anyone. Would be a funeral. Knowing I had sinned, killing someone once again. Hunger of a thousand beasts.
Giant castle. You
You have
have
to
to...
believe me. No, that might be me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I haven't gone crazy. Among the corpses. Oh no, this is a dude.
Among the corpses on the beach, a girl attacked Cuthbert.
Hubert.
What were you and poor Cuthbert doing there?
I think my name's funner. Cuthbert.
Cuthbert.
None of your business. Oh, wait, whoa, wait. Was this the other guy?
He looks like Peanut Butter Gamer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he does.
None of your business. But I can assure you that Cuthbert wasn't mauled by a wolf.
Oh yep, that was supposed to be Lancashire dude.
Oh yeah. Anyway, he has a very forgettable face. All right.
Archie.
Or
Who's gonna be Archie?
I'll be Archie.
Go ahead.
I'll do this game. Archie, are you sure you feel good?
Like, who was this before then? Before I took over?
Yeah, who was that
This-
character?
this was
I think
Nick.
that
This
was
was
the other cartoon.
How about go?
It was always swapping between those two guys on the beach, but I'll do both. Father, please believe me. At least you.
Hmm.
Even children know the monsters you talk about don't exist.
Hell's wrong with his face?
Skull.
Nothing. I beg you, listen to me. Listen to me.
No, I'm not crazy.
I'm not crazy.
I'm just a little unwell. I know right now you can't tell.
I just have the seasickness. Caw, 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 caw. Mine,
Mine.
mine.
Oh no.
Staring, staring, staring. And then,
Oh no.
ding, 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 ding.
Good morning. I'm looking for a job. Do you need?
I don't need anything at all.
Oh no.
Get out.
And then,
Good movie. Go see it. I haven't seen it. I've heard good things.
Okay.
It's the girl
Has she
again.
not has she realized I'm not English? Me and I should have practiced the language more before I left. I will find job. I'm sure about it.
It's
Hmm.
none of my business.
No thanks.
I'm busy, not now.
You want to ruin me, don't you?
Oh no.
No, no,
And
no,
then...
yet, yet, I swear.
Listen to me, little girl. People like you are not welcome here. We already have our own problems in this town. Don't need foreigners bringing us more. Nobody here wants a hassle.
Hassle?
Hansel?
No, no, no.
Hansel?
Yet. I just want job and live honestly.
Then you'd better get out of here.
Oh.
Trust me. This time, I'm saying it for your own good.
What? What was that man talking about? Maybe he wanted to scare me. The doctor too.
I have no interest in complicating occasions for us either.
He said he didn't want any trouble. I thought England would be quieter than home.
Caw, caw.
Oh no.
These damn crows everywhere.
Of all the people on that boat, of, of all the people that deserve a second chance, why did you let me be the only one to survive?
God's just up in his chair, just like, Lamau, IDK.
Why the this?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Crap.
Crack.
Oh no.
Every time we've cut,
Why does that never get old?
every time we cut back to her, oh no.
Dare desu ka?
My.
This guy was
I
British person.
finally found you.
And
Huh? I didn't do anything. I swear.
Oh dear. I'm not talking to ya. I was talking to.
Ja.
I was talking to the big
That thing.
animal behind you. That thing.
And then the goat's like, oh no.
Oh
Gonna
no!
name you!
Oh no!
It is kind of getting late, and maybe we should save the last chapter for the
Oh yeah,
audience
yeah,
to
that's
read
true.
on their
Yeah,
own.
let's give our. I think let's give our thoughts and opinions, and we'll.
I like this a lot. One thing I'm going to say that I think some people might take as negative, but I actually think it's a positive. I've never seen a comic sell to me so hard the experience of watching like a CGI anime, but it works here. It works.
Yeah, it did look weirdly CG, but it was like
It
done
was-
in its own style.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
actually this. I've actually seen a few comics of these in the contest, which is the entirely 3D comic. Like the backgrounds are 3D, but the characters, if you notice, they're actually all 3D models. That's why they're like eerily look
Oh.
very
Like,
they look consistent from every angle. That's because every character is actually a 3D model.
But here's the thing: like, clearly there is a 3D model because, especially like in the scene where she has like her two hands together, that's a bit of that to me feels like something that's CG. but it's all hand painted and rendered. I think. Other than that, though, it's like it's
No,
still drawn. I feel.
no. Well, actually, there is a way for you to render something to look like a something like
It's
render in
really
3D
hard.
to make it look like it's that. So they did take the time to make the 3D model look well in each panel, but you can tell that it is a 3D model because
Yeah, but like
because some
And
of
there's
in the
the panels like every 3D animation in anime looks a little bit wonky.
Hmm.
and but they're also like not just using 3D as a static 3D. They're still doing things like foreshortening and
Oh yeah,
exaggerating like the posing in some scenes where they want like that sort of forced perspective angle. Like there's a scene where the camera is like above the girl and she's kind of like more like this kind of cone kind of shape to her, and I think like that is either like hand drawn or is like or they're doing funky things in Wonder. But all in all, I think it's actually all really well done, and there's a lot of effort here.
yeah, I do
And I
agree.
think
I do agree. There is a lot of effort in the comic
Totally.
because you see the author took the time to make the 3D assets work in their favor instead of just plopping them in willy nilly. So good job
I
on the
gotta
creator for that.
I gotta commend the artist that she did a great the artist did a great job really making this character both, a little bit scary, but at the same time very empathetic. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone kind of toe that line before between scary and empathetic. Like I when I was reading it, like even though we were, clowning around a little bit, like I genuinely felt for her. Like I felt bad that she was like having trouble getting a job and she had like no one supporting her. But at the same time, you also know that she's a vampire and that she can do vampire stuff again at any time. So you don't want to exactly turn your back on her, but at the same time you feel kind of bad for her. Um, and I thought that the character design really complemented that in just her facial expressions, her stature, her haircut. Um, to me, I felt that this was a complete home run for character design with this girl.
Yeah, the
yeah, you got the right
characters.
balance.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to say it's like got the right balance of like there's enough there that's a little unsettling, and but it
Hmm.
also got like just this great character design. There's a little bit of cuteness there with the fangs. Like
Hmm.
you see the fangs in like in a bunch of panels.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
I think that the fangs were actually a nice touch,
Yeah,
even though like she's supposed to be a vampire. They never like implicitly said like she's a beast. I really would love to see in the future of this comic to like see if she's a vampire. Why is it the monster that represents her a giant goat instead of a bat? But I'm pretty sure the author does have a reason behind that.
I
Yeah,
think
for
that
sure.
goat is
I
like
think
a
that's
demon that's stalking her or
Yeah,
something. I
yeah,
think that's
because
a
like
different
goats are
character.
like the devil sort of thing,
I
you
was
know.
thinking goats are notoriously for eating nonstop.
That too.
All right, so art wise, we all agree it's really good, and I actually think it's a very
So
interesting like art style. Like doing like this is actually one of the first 3D comics that I've actually seen that like they look consistently right. Like it doesn't look like it was haphazardly done. Like it looks like there was some time and dedication behind it. Even though I still think like 3D in general isn't really there yet in a way, but I do
Hmm.
appreciate the time and effort that the artist put behind it. Now, story-wise, I actually really enjoyed how the story was portrayed. Like by little, like there was the little like a info dump in the beginning talking about how the girl like has hungers.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, it was in the beginning. It was like in the middle, like when she was in the flashback. But you got the story. You got what the story was behind it. That the girl
Yeah,
has hunger. She's coming for Britain for something. Like right here, like this was like the lore dump was just like her nightmare. which I think was
Also, like,
enough for you to understand what the story's about.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it definitely was concise. I it was very concise.
And I really like the world building that was done here. That was like, oh, this person's like in a doctor's place, and the doctor's like, oh, something happened at the beach. I'm not gonna talk about it. Now just get out of here. And then she's like she's just like in the town, and everything's just weird and unsettling. Like she tries to get a
like
job, and the people go, oh, I'm not gonna help. I'm like, I don't want to help you. And it's like this person saying, "Oh, you should really get out of here." Like
the
there's some
expressions are
things in
great.
the town, but you don't know yet. And these kind of questions, I think, intrigue the reader really well
Mm-hmm.
to want to
I,
like
I
keep
like
reading the story.
how I like how it's. I think it's very clearly doing a pretty good job at being this kind of like gothic horror or like kind of Lovecraft adjacent kind of
Yeah.
period piece that's going forward. It's being set in England. You got this like seaside town. You got like Catholics.
You
I
got
love all
the
the
religious
different.
church. You got everything. You got everything
I love
here.
how everyone's got like all the animal skull heads and whatnot. Like I love that.
Like everyone
I'm a
just
sucker for
randomly
like
puts some
deer
random.
skulls and crap.
Everyone just randomly gets like a head, like an animal head to put in front of theirs. Like I'm trying
Yeah,
to be
this
Yeah,
is
you get at the
intimidating.
neighborhood watch meetings, you go there, you sit there, you drink booze for half an hour, and they give you a free head.
They
Yeah.
give you a free deer head.
I would play this video game.
All right, so we're all in the consensus. The story's pretty good.
Yeah, totally.
The art is actually very good. Like for me, it's
Very
an
good.
actually very good because I've seen a lot of 3D comics and most of them are kind of meh. So this one's actually a pleasant surprise. And a
Yeah, this
question,
was like a solid A,
yeah.
I would say.
So here it is, the beast that hungers, or the hungers. Let me look at the name.
So
The Hunger
Hunger
of
the
a Thousand
Thousand Beasts.
Beasts. Very good comic. Read it and go support it if you can. Go give it a like, a subscription,
So,
maybe
solid recommend. What does YouTube say?
in a comment. Oh yeah. But speaking of YouTube, let me look at the comments real quick. Oh, we got our first Twitch comment. I love how much effort it went. I love just seeing how much effort went to the production of this webtoon. It definitely shows it in its quality, and we all agree here. Very high quality comic here.
By the way,
And
Jade,
and
in the table chat, I posted you an image of what my Chrome tabs look like.
let me just have a look see here real quick. Oh God, what the hell, man? It's just icons.
I didn't see. Where can I see this?
It's
So
in the Discord chat.
Discord chat.
yeah,
Let me
if you
see.
go to the audio
Dude,
chat
what
where
the
it says,
hell? There's just so many Pinterest tabs.
oh, you open up Pinterest, you're looking for
Oh,
references,
open
and you
chat.
see, yeah, and then you see like a bunch of pictures that like look cool. So you gotta like open them in separate tabs because sometimes Pinterest, when you refresh, will change what it's
Oh,
showing you.
You know,
So
I have opinions on Pinterest, but if I give them all out, we will be here in the entire night. So I'll just ignore it for now and just go to my comic that I chose. Because I have opinions and unpopular opinions. But if I was to say them, we would be here the entire night. So my comic that I chose was another. It's called Wandering Painting.
Mhm.
Let me just look at the name up here real quick because I forgot. You know, another thing. Ah, fucking, they're back. The music is back. Gotta close the freaking tab.
Do you
All
guys
right.
mind if I just run and use the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Yeah.
All right, my comic that I chose was this. It's called The Wandering Portraits. And the reason why I chose this comic, it was actually one of the first ones that was submitted, and I always thought it was interesting, but my ADHD brain was always distracted by new ones coming out. So then I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna read this one," but it was like, "Oh, what is this thing?" And I never got around to it for like 4 weeks. But now finally I've taken my meds. I've been able to focus, and this is the one we're reading. Wandering Portraits. And as we're waiting for our fellow man to come back, I will read the synopsis, which is after abandoning her art studios, Michelle is drawn into a strange, dreamlike world where living artworks roam freely, each one eerily familiar as if pulled from forgotten corners of her childhood imagination. And so sort of Crime Crunch, I think I'm going to be able to read 2 chapters here because I have to do the randomized one. So here we go. Disclaimer: the characters, events, and scenario portrayed in this story are entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real persons living or dead or actual events is purely coincidental. You know an artist does this because he's he is tiptoeing the line of a copyright suit.
Yeah, basically.
It's like if you think it's something, it's like, oh, it's purely coincidence.
Well, you also just have to enter some stuff just for legal reasons as
Yeah.
well. Like sometimes, like I put that in my book because I saw that Brian Lee O'Malley of the Scott Pilgrim series put it in his book, and I was like, oh, okay, might as well check my bases.
Why not? Wait,
Yeah.
fictional? What even is fiction and reality? We got ourselves a philosopher.
That's clever. That's a clever intro.
Yeah. For thousands of years. Oh god, it's this again. whether
Another
it's
lore.
whether it's God or human, monsters of your imagination or monsters of reality. A strict parallel lies between worlds of fiction and reality. Which one would never, with one never penetrating another? However, due to the unforgivable evolution of humanity and the actions of one mere human, the scale of balance began to shift.
It's Deltarune. Someone's opened up a dark fountain.
The furries started to attacking. Los Angeles, 9:30 p.m.
That's beautiful. Look at
This
that.
is this is
That is
it's
pretty
immaculate.
nice.
Yeah.
Beep, beep.
Oh, geez, the whole thing's gonna be
R2D2.
like this.
Russell, 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 Russell. Ah. Expire today.
I thought it said Empire today for a minute, like the company.
I thought these were
It's like
batteries.
this is how the Empire from Star Wars is advertising. Like, join the Empire today. We're called the Death Star.
An unopened box. Lucky. Better eat fast before the store clerk comes back. Nom 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 nom. Empty. Ah, it's all done. It's all gone. Bro. Is there any more over there? Crack. Thumb. Who are you? Huh? Just a painting. I swear I saw someone. Blink. What's going on?
Mario 64, like do 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 do.
I can't decide if that's Sephiroth or if that's like Alucard or
The
something
card
from
from
Castlevania.
Castlevania. That's
Yeah.
what my
Alright,
thought was.
join us, join us. You won't be hungry anymore. You will no longer feel cold. We have everything you need. Whoa, a lot of kids and food. Yes, we are kids, just like you. So you should join us and share our meals. Besides, you don't have anywhere else to go back, right? So don't be scared. Join us.
Collect the 7 red coins.
You just the character just wakes up in Mario 64's first level.
Yeah. Oh my god, the thing blinks.
Poof.
Poof.
Oh,
Well, would you look at that? I think one of you guys should be this guy.
Yeah.
I'd be this guy.
Okay.
Too bad. Looks like I was just one step too late. But this is far from over. We'll meet again, Spider-Man.
We'll meet again, Alucard. Wandering. Oh, I guess it makes sense. Wandering portraits. It's a portrait that wanders.
Ah, that does make
I
sense.
get it. I get it.
I get it. I'm big brain.
A 9-year-old boy named Eric Miller's been reported missing this morning in downtown LA. Yep. This marked the ninth case of children missing in low-income neighborhoods, raising question for
Another day, another child missing. Where are their parents? Who's gonna be this other woman?
Michelle.
All the online reports are saying it was someone identified monster that kidnapped them.
What? No way. Auntie, is that a placebook again? Is that placebook?
Yeah.
I don't believe in this. I don't believe stuff online anyway. You worried? You worried me, Auntie.
About you, worry about yourself first, Miss Art School dropout.
Huh?
Oh, no
Ooh.
need to go there.
Yeah,
Why do you keep bringing that up, Auntie?
because you. I don't know. If you want me to stop nagging you, then stop being a parasite at home and do something about it. At first, I thought you had your reasoning, but you never care, do you? Not a lot of adopted kids have a chance like you know. So take responsibility of yourself for once.
Hmm.
Hey, where are you going? I didn't say anything wrong. Are you mad?
Of course not. Thank you, Auntie, for always buying me food and taking care of me. Slam.
I guess she is mad.
Why can't you just leave me alone? It's not like I didn't try my best, seriously. Eh? What's that thing? Has that always been there? Still, carefully crafted artwork like that, and yet it still got thrown away. Then where does my art even stand? Oh,
My character, OC.
Chelsea. Eureka! I think this is the guy, yeah. The other guy.
That's the guy.
This is the guy?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just... Sorry, I was on a different tab. Eureka! I found it! Eureka, Asterix! The light at the end of the tunnel. The gateway to hell.
What in the world? Hey, why the hell are you shouting on my roof? With that weirdo costume?
Someone's here! You there! This is a top secret mission, so pretend you never saw me.
Let's play slave.
Oh, cold. Oh, as you request, I shall go now.
Goodbye. Whoosh.
Really loving the
Huh?
really loving the colors in this. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
See you in heaven, or not.
Huh? Grab.
Why did pull me up?
Because you were trying to die? Are you insane?
I think you are simply misunderstanding. I'm just falling with style. I'm not trying to die, so let me go before you fall.
Fall. Uh-huh.
What a dumbass. Oh, since you so badly want to involve yourself with me,
Catch.
allow me to take you somewhere worse than hell. The DMV.
Please just kill me now. Hey. I want a chocolate cookie. No burger.
Hey, open your eyes.
Auntie, lemon pie.
She's not waking up anytime soon, is she? Let's see if I have anything that can be of help. Giant hammer. Giant mallets. Oh, a tiger. Taser.
Taser.
Taser. Holy shit, a taser?
What the actual hell is that? Are you trying to kill me? Again?
How could I? I'm just not sure you want to sleep in a place like this.
A place like that? Huh? Sorry, but where did you just take me to?
I told you, a place worse than hell.
This isn't a time to be joking around.
We are already here, right? So why don't you take time to look around a little?
You better take me back right after this. Hmm. Having said that, just what even is this place? Quite some creepy paintings and quite a f- quite quite some creepy paintings of children. Oh, this painting. Whoa, the painting technique, the coloring, it's really amazing. But for some reason, the painting subjects feels. Wait, that boy, he's. Hmm.
Quite a sharp one, aren't you? I didn't plan to disturb you so early, but the answer to whatever question you might have is yes. This is where the children gone missing. Inside this world of paintings.
Ooh, creepy.
A
A
world
world.
inside.
Wow.
Oh, that's
A
you.
world inside paintings? This is real?
Certainly is, my deal. Oh, sorry, it's like 12 a.m. here. Certainly is, my dear. But so, well, what do you want to do?
I I really don't
I
think
really,
I really
uh,
don't think I'm built for any of this, but is there any way to save the children and get the hell out of here, right?
like, sneak in to grab the kids and run.
Yeah. More kids will die if we just leave, right?
I guess I do have a plan. But can you trust me?
So this is the best you can turn up with? Stuffing me into your damn suitcase?
Exactly, you're perfect like this. Now, let's get out of here before they come.
Wait, they? Who is they? Where are we going? Damn it, I know we should have trusted you. Hey. Oh, I think
Hey,
this
be
is him.
quiet, or you are going to die.
Huh? That is. Oh my god, it's the OCs.
Is that a fish person? Like Gandalf and fish?
The world where art and realities are mixed. The world of Meraki. This is this is the time crunch. We'll end this one here and give our thoughts and opinions.
I mean, I think the colors are just phenomenal. There's a beautiful, beautiful webcomic to look at.
Oh, this, yeah,
Oh,
Um,
totally agree. The art here is
that's pretty
yeah.
cool.
immaculate. This is more like a work of art than a comic. Like the backgrounds, I think were like the best I've seen in a long
Oh
time.
yeah.
The colors were like amazing, and
Yeah, no, definitely the colors were very creative, and despite like, well, I guess that's for the storytelling phase, but yeah, the art was great.
yeah, and story wise, I also think it was actually really good. Like the story beat, where there was a short exclamation saying the world of fantasy and the world of reality. You know, speaking of which, I think also, my thing about the lore dub, I think this story could work perfectly fine without that explanation. If we just cut into
Mhm.
the child going missing into the painting, then the girl going into the painting and then saying, "Oh, this is like the story. This is like the world of fantasy." Or it gave me a lot of
Yeah,
Chalk World vibes, except scary. Chalk Zone.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that maybe the epilogue, the prologue probably wasn't necessary. Like you probably could have told the story just by having it jump like right into it.
Yeah, yeah. That's what that's my biggest gripe with the prologue, the lore dumping, is that you can
Mm.
cut it out of the beginning, and the beginning of the story is perfectly fine. It's not like it's anything missing, and you can explain in bits and pieces during the story so the audience know what's going on. It just takes a little bit of skill, but I think it's actually more interesting than the lore dumping. But at least this one's very short. But you guys, what are
Yeah,
your
no.
thoughts on that?
I thought some of the character comedy was pretty good. Like just the interactions between the two was very like you can already see these two are gonna make a pair. They're gonna be like
Agree.
just chaos personified.
Yeah, and
I
I
definitely
actually
like the art style.
and I also appreciate that the story be like with it got to the intrigue very early in the story, like you already know what the story is going to be about. I think that's
Mhm.
actually something that I've seen a few comics have a difficulty of portraying what makes their story interesting. They take like a while doing like world building and explaining things and showing things, and you're just wondering like when's the story gonna start? But this one though, just get right into it in the beginning. There's people going missing to a painting. You go into the painting, you see people missing. So I really appreciate that. What about you guys?
Yeah, no, I do too. I totally appreciate that a lot. Um, I just also liked the pacing of the story. Like, I didn't feel like there was anything in it that was just not necessary or wasted time. I mean, yeah, like we said, like maybe the prologue didn't need to be there, but even though it was there, like I didn't feel like that was wasting time. I didn't feel like any of the scenes with like the kid going missing. I felt like that everything there was supposed to be there. Um so I really like the pacing of the story, as well as its visual design.
Yeah. All right. So final verdict: The Wandering Portraits, pretty good comic. I suggest everyone here go give it a sub, go give it some likes, because this is actually a work of art and it was very visually appealing, and the story is really good too. At least the little bit that we got got me intrigued.
Yeah, no,
So
definitely.
last comic of the night. As we have gone through it, we've gotten our personal choices, but now we're going to go to the chance gods. and we're going to spin a wheel and pick one of the comics at random, so we can be
Okay.
fair and give everyone at least a chance to be seen. So wheel, spin, go. So who do we got? We got Bunny Babe next door. And not only that, let's see who's going to be the main character in this out of the four of us.
Did your live oh, okay. I thought maybe your live had froze for a minute because I didn't see the wheel, but
Oh, because I'm only
oh,
sharing the contest one.
yeah, I understand.
Right, so here.
Unfortunately, I think it's getting a little late for me. I think I need to head out now.
No, that's fine, man.
Okay.
We're almost done anyway.
Do you,
Yep.
do you mind if I do the same? Because it's like 12 p.m. where it's 12 midnight where I am.
Oh, sure, dude. We'll do a.
It is
Thank you.
it is 12 where I am as well, but I'll stick around with you.
All right, we'll be just the two of us then.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah, I'll
have
stick around
fun,
with
you
you. No
two.
worries.
It
All right,
looks like a good comic. I'll probably check it out on my own time.
have
I'll
a good night,
definitely.
everyone.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, have a
Have a
good
good
night.
night. Be sure to read my comic, you viewers.
Yep.
I know you're there.
Yeah, check out their comics, people. All right,
Have
be
a
just
good
the
All
one.
two
right,
of us.
so yeah, I can just go ahead. I can go ahead and read the synopsis. Let's see here. Bunny Bay, known as Bunny Babe because of her appearance and personality. One evening, she met him by chance. He seems to know her, yet she deem him as a stranger. But despite being mysterious and wearing a mask, Bunny completely had a soft spot for him. He is also her neighbor, which made it easy for her to knock some trouble in his life. But will his appearance in her life be a ray of sunshine, or will it be a calm before a storm? A lot of confusing grammar on that synopsis. That's okay. Um,
Dude, I already told you artists can't write.
yeah. We're not here to judge the writing that much.
We've already established this that artists can't write for shit. So we can't we can't ask too much of them. Ooh, pretty nice sky.
Yeah, that is really nice. That is really nice.
We'll also read two here and then give our opinions. And it is getting pretty late.
Oh, Comic Sans.
Oh my god, it is Comic Sans.
It's Comic Sans. No.
And a
That's okay. We'll let it go.
very short waist.
Step.
How I
How?
seduce how I seduce my hot neighbor. If I
See,
hadn't.
one of the things is like I would have actually like taken the time to write out the article. You know, like I know it would take more time, but if you're trying to make it look like if you're trying to make it look like a article, you need to kind of make it look like the actual UI of like what an
of
article would look like.
Yeah. All right. These things. Let's just wait for our opinions in the end. Let's just
Oh,
read
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. Like these things, we're gonna wait for our opinions in the end, or
Yeah.
else we're not gonna
Okay.
get through this comic.
That's true.
All right. If I had a neighbor who's single, hot, and available, I'd probably jump him too. Glued to her phone. Step. Bun. Look ahead. Step. You're going to bump your head on the post. Step. Super focused.
Focus.
Bunny Bay, watch where you're heading. Thing. Never mind. What the? Owie! Stupid me. Sit. Alright, how about you be this guy? Think they're gonna be the
Sure,
guy.
okay. Sure, no problem. Was the impact hard? You okay?
Who? A guy? Huh? It hurts. Hmm. This MF, how dare you laugh?
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Don't be mad at me.
Sparkle, sparkle.
With a mask on.
Ba-dum. Drop dead handsome, 1,000,000%.
Here, let me help you up.
Sure. Reach. Pulls her into the post again.
Just like wham, wham, wham. Takes her money.
Withdrawal. Oops. Hmm?
What's wrong?
Sorry, my mother told me not to trust strangers. And you're wearing a mask too. And and it's crystal clear that I don't know you.
Jolt.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right. To you, I'm nothing but a
Turn.
stranger.
What do you mean? Does he know me? But I can't remember anyone remotely like him. My words. My words must have hurt him. Perhaps we did meet before, but right now, we're really nothing but strangers. Sorry,
Sorry.
Eh? You were saying?
Sorry about earlier. Were you heading home early? Sorry about earlier. Were you heading home earlier?
Yeah?
If you don't mind, can I walk you home?
It's, you're giving me eerie vibes.
I don't have a bad intention. Please don't take it the wrong way. Sorry, that must have been pretty uncomfortable.
Nah, it's fine. I think we're heading in the same direction anyways. A few minutes later. Hashtag having a deep conversation with a stranger. We're here. Thanks for accompanying me. It was fun talking to you. You should head home too, and it's dangerous at night.
Don't worry, I'm already home since I live here too.
You live here too? Awesome! Excited for some reason. What floor? Room number? You live alone? To be continued. Funny babe
Okay.
next door. Wow. Alright, one more and then we'll
Sure.
give our 2 cents about it. Come on, tell me. It's not like I'm going to rob you once I knew. Please, 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 just tell me. Tug.
Fine.
Super excited.
I'll tell you, but I'll get something in return. Deal?
Blindly agreed. Whatever it is, I'll agree.
Don't regret it.
Finally.
I'm going to.
He leans in and does like a Batman impression. I'm going to kiss you.
I'm going to kiss you now. I'm going to kiss.
Wait, what? Kissing him through the mask? What? Why am I feeling butterflies in my stomach when my lips were only touching the fabric?
Cute.
Is it over already? Why?
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Wait, he didn't even tell her what he wanted. What just happened? Run. Whoosh.
Whoosh.
I'm tired. Heck, I'm tired. Huff, huff. Why does it have to be me? Shiver. I'm scared. Huh. Is it the time to cry? I need to lose them. That's right. Tear. Rip, 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 bite. I'm sorry. Takes off. Did you find. Wait, did you
Did you
find.
find her?
Not yet. Where
Where
the
the
heck.
heck is she?
Where the heck is she? It was your fault she ran away.
Hey, quit it. We need to find her ASAP.
I'm worried she didn't even have a shoe on. Thump, thump.
Hey, look.
No, no, it's fine. I'm hiding well. Shiver. Stay still. Don't shiver. They can hear you shivering.
She might have one of those. She might have gone on one of those routes.
South.
Routes.
Southeast.
Southeast.
East.
East.
Northeast. North.
Let's split up and find her ASAP.
Step, 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 step. Finally. Found you! Grip. Raise. Slap. Why did I dream about that? It's been a while since that memory resurfaced. What gives? How dare you?
Oh, honey.
Good morning. Wait, what happened yesterday? Recall. Right, this happened. I'm going to get out. I'm going to get even with you. Continued. Alright.
Alrighty.
Now for thoughts and opinions for the last one of the night.
Okay. So I there's obviously a romance. One of the things that I feel bad saying this. Look, so it's like I don't mean any offense to whoever made it. Um I'm just because of some of the writing, I'm wondering if if this was purposely supposed to be written in a way to make me laugh because of just how quick it moves, like just how fast the story moves, that it's like he just meets this person and this person's like, "Oh, I don't even know you, but can I walk you home?" And it was just some of the decisions the characters make, they were funny, and it was funny because I did not expect them to make those decisions. Like I did not expect him to be like, "Oh, let me kiss you even though I just met you," and then kiss her with a mask on. Like I feel like if that was intentionally supposed to be funny, then it worked. It was funny. But if that wasn't supposed to be funny, then I feel like there needed to be more pacing for this to be a believable romance. Um that was kind of my thing. Another little nitpicky thing was that I wasn't a fan of using like words for sound effects for everything, like how the cartoonist was using step, step, step. Like I feel
Alright.
like I can kind of tell that a character is walking. I don't really need to be reminded of that through onomatopoeia.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
I
that's
do
just
agree that
me.
they did go overboard on the onomatopoeia. Like the onomatopoeia is not an exact science, but you know when you have too much when everything has an onomatopoeia.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying like I was a little confused in terms of so it is a comedy. Okay, so it is intending to be funny.
Yeah.
Um
If
so
you're
then
not
it did
saying
its
it's
job.
bad, I will say it's bad. It's too much. You should have put less.
I mean, like I said, I think if it's intending to be a comedy, then I think it did its job and it's a comedy. Because I definitely was laughing at certain parts of it just because of how absurd it was. But yeah, like the romance part of it, I had a lot of trouble buying into the romance just because it just felt so quick. Not that that can never work. Like sometimes it can work quickly if you feel like the situation can kind of call for it. Um, but Yeah, I mean, I would keep reading this just to see where it goes, to see how it evolves. But yeah, it made me laugh, so it did its job as a comedy.
Or- Speaking of story wise, I also am gonna say this is definitely a female like the target audience for this is like the girls
Yeah, probably.
because usually stories and they're like based on for guys typically the main part of the story is actually a story that affects the world in general, and this story
Hmm.
is more centered around relationships, which
Yeah.
which is something that it's fine, it's not bad. Most chick flicks, the story revolves around the girl and the guy and their personal relationships, how they resolve those. But I think that a good story should have like something a goal outside of the relationship or outside of the people, and then focus on the internal relationship between the characters. So I think
Hmm.
this story is missing that oomph, like that. It did show like the the nightmare slash past flashback, like something is
Hmm.
happening, but I think I don't know. I think it didn't establish itself enough in the first two. Chapter would have maybe the third chapter would have more in it. What I'm saying.
Yeah, I kind of felt like it came out like the whole nightmare sequence. I kind of felt like came out of nowhere, and it didn't really feel like it had anything to do with the story that we were
Mhm.
watching. It felt like it kind of sidetracked. Um, Now I don't know. Maybe as the story goes on, there is some relevance that's kind of connected to it, but it yeah, I just didn't really see. It felt like two different web comics almost when the nightmare sequence was put in there. It felt like almost a completely different webcomic
Yeah,
that was inserted into this romance. And it's supposed to
true.
be a comedy. So, if it's a comedy, that didn't really, make me laugh. Like I said, I hope I'm not being too hard on it. I just like I said, I'm just trying to um like I said, if its goal was to make me laugh, it made me laugh.
No, I do see where you're coming from because usually romance and comedy don't mix very well in the same story, like at the same time. Because usually when something funny happens, you're not like, like starry eye googling. It's like, oh, they're so cute. And when something's
Yeah.
cute and romantical, you're not laughing at it. But
Yeah, and
there was some points that were like, oh, this is supposed to be cute. This is supposed to be funny. Like I do see the intent behind it, but also I
exactly.
think that's something that holds this comic back a little bit, is that you can tell maybe English isn't the first language of the author. There's some
Yeah,
there was some
and I
spelling
think
errors. There were some like grammatical errors.
you hit it right on the head when you said that you can tell the intent behind what it was. I think what I was trying to say, and I was having trouble saying because I couldn't really wrap my mind around it, is that I think that the intent shows itself a little bit too bluntly at times. Like, in other words, like the character designs, for example, like you can tell that like the male character was designed to be a heartthrob, and you can kind of tell that he was definitely designed to for that audience, which is why again it's like if you're not a part of that audience but you recognize those tropes, like you just can't help laughing, if that makes sense. Like you can tell that that character was designed in a certain way, and you can tell that the story was designed in a certain way, and when you see those tropes it's like you kind of can't help laughing, if that makes sense.
Yep, I do agree with that. But
Yeah.
something that I noticed that this seems like one of those new artists to the platform. Like this is their first comic, so they're trying.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
still
yeah.
they're still getting there, and ever no nobody starts drawing masterpieces in their first try. So good on them for making their first story, because
And
God
hey, I
knows how
mean,
hard it is.
I'm no better than they are. I mean, I made my first. This was my first comic that I made as well. Like I completely relate to that, and I completely understand that. Doing this is not easy. And for your first comic, it's a lovely comic. Like I said, there was just things that I noticed that made me laugh, which it's a comedy, so that's great. But yeah, there's definitely a few kinks here and there that could be improved upon in order to make it stronger.
Yeah. So it does have potential. I would be interested
Yeah,
to see the continuation of this artist's comic journey, see how the art
absolutely.
evolves. You know, like all initial artists, there are things to work on, things to improve, and
Hmm.
and with that, we'll be ending the podcast here. Hope everyone had a
Okay,
good time.
I absolutely did. Thank you so much for having me.
We did go on a little bit longer because we did yap a little bit.
That's all
We
right.
were having too much fun. And you guys, oh yeah, you guys that are watching this later, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the YouTube section, because that does help with the algorithm and pushing this to other people. And one more thing, I will be making a roundup for new podcast guests and members. So make sure to follow me on this YouTube and the social medias. And if you like what we're doing here and want to also participate, helping us make funny voices to read comics, make sure to get in contact with me when I make the roundup call. With that, we'll end it here today. Goodbye, everyone. See
Bye,
ya.
everyone. Thanks for watching.
All right, and we're done.
All righty.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go ahead and disconnect because it's like 12:13 in the morning where I am.
No, yeah,
But
it's 1 a.m. for me here.
yeah, but this was awesome. I'm really glad you had me on the show, and hopefully you'll have me on again
Well,
at some
thanks for
point.
I will if you want I can I'll send a message for you guys later to see if you guys want to re-participate.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Anytime you'd like me to participate, I'd be happy to.
That was a fun experience, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Great, great. So, all right. So, good night, man. We'll
Have a good one. Thanks so much for having me.
thanks for being here.
Yep.
See ya.